task for you. King Baharajat has no authority here.
Favor by saving Wayrest.
If my orders didn't forbid it, we would certainly find out.
Hello?
Fire! The Abbey's on fire! Help!
Hello, man? Hear your mic in the background, so I don't know what's going on.
No, I can't say anything until I do that. How you doing?
I'm just chilling.
I'm gonna turn on the headphones before I gotta get the button ready real fast.
Yeah, just trying to keep my chill. Been kind of mad with ZOS lately with things they've been doing to affect their market, just to crash more and more.
What market?
No, just like trying to sell stuff just like in general in the game. But if I explain it, but I don't want to bore you guys out. It'll make so much sense. You'd be like, wow, that, like, you know.
Go ahead, try me.
Okay. So, what I see right now in the market is prices dropping and stuff more and more, and people trying to lowball just to try to, you know, get more customers and stuff. And it used not to be like that a couple of years ago, since when they affected the market in a way with this one thing. But so it's based off what was hot during the market a couple of years back ago, and ZOS took notice of it, and then they did something just to try to affect it, and then it messed everything else over pretty much.
What did they do to try to affect it?
So you remember back then, now I don't have a problem because I'm still doing okay and whatnot, but I just hate seeing like the market this way. But you know how like XP pots used to sell like absolutely crazy a couple of years back ago before they added like daily random awards and stuff like that, and XP scrolls and
yeah,
crown crates, all that stuff.
I still have leftover scrolls, and I went all the way to the next level.
Yeah. ZOS knew that I was like the hottest thing in the market, so they're probably like, hey, what if we come out with like XP scrolls where you have to pay real life money for them, whatnot, and that started having an effect on the XP pot business. So you know how like some people sell stuff, but I don't think they're supposed to do, so many people probably do anyway. Like you can give people stuff in the Crown Crate store or Crown store, so you'd be like, oh, you give me a certain amount of gold, whatnot.
And you
I'll give you this. Yep. And then, yep. And then when people started noticing that the XP pot sellers, they what was it? They started to lower their prices because it's like, well, here's the thing: who wants to buy off someone if you can't like trade or cut them and going to give them because you don't know if they're going to scam you or not, if you really don't know these people, whatnot. So those things got really put it and started dropping prices more and more. And I know ZOS, they probably say this, but I know they probably don't care because you know how many people I've seen sell crown crates in like in guilds and stuff, chats? Like they have like thousands of them. I know for a fact that it's a really good business for ZOS, or so, even though they probably don't like people doing that, but I think truly they don't care because it's helping them get money. So they did a thing where oh wait, this is how they affect the market. So now, since they had a big conflict and stuff, dropping prices and being competitive, well, then people started to make less and less, possibly more profit off them, and it might get to the point where it might not be worth selling them. So then, like, the people noticed they started dropping prices and like a whole bunch of other things like mats and everything else, just to try to compete with them, just to try to say attention, like, hey, we're still trying to sell our stuff. Don't be paying attention to like say like this stuff at the moment. But it's just like, because I remember back a couple years ago, people used not to like lowball people's prices. Like the economy was totally fine, and then when people lowball, some people try to compete with that or notice that, and then all of a sudden prices drop. And then if they keep doing it, prices start dropping more and more and more, pretty much. Because like, you know, there's like those type of people out there just trying to sell like the cheapest and what it's worth, and then they might get a point it's not even worth selling stuff anymore. But for them to fix it, this is how they should have done it when they added that stuff. I know sauce is kind of greedy and stuff, I guess, but they should did a thing where if like say if you want to like say the like ones in your inventory, you can like say for example pull out like a craft bag or something like that, so then you can either trade them, or and what or what was it, or like caught them for in guild traders, whatever. Because people used to sell them like 1k to 2k each, but then they're like 100k to 200. No, I mean not 100k. I mean 100. Like, you know, the XP pot sellers trying to be very competitive with them as well. But that will fix that problem because then no people get scammed if they try to buy it off them. Because here's the thing: if ESO is never gonna change the thing where you can not gift anymore, like items that you pay real life money for, people are going to still keep doing that because they look at it as a potential, you know, good way to make profit for them if people are interested in that stuff. And it's really hot in the market, like all this stuff in there, just about if you want to buy it off people and like, oh yeah, I'll give it to you or whatever. So then that happens, the market will go back up because it'll go really good, and then to fix that, make a new thing where XP scrolls can maybe stack with XP pots, because this game been out for years, so it's not going to affect anything, and it'll also help people possibly buy the more XP scrolls off this other thing, because they're like, hey, people are like, hey, this can stack, these seem like they're more worth it now and stuff, or whatever, and then you see like everything in the market going back up because those were the most hottest things that people were focusing on, especially XP pots before they even added anything. So I know this might not make sense, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. Like whatever's usually the hottest item in the game that's selling the market, if that's starting to drop prices, then you start noticing a whole bunch of other things randomly start dropping prices just because other people just want people then to focus on it. They want to try to really compete with like the hottest items that are selling in the game, whatever. But yeah. And then like I know Zost, they don't want people to do this, but they can make possibly more money if they did that. Cause then it's like, hey, cause I think it's not even worth selling XP pods. I'm not XP pods. I mean XP scrolls, cause they're like worth 100 to 200 gold each for like crown crates, whatever. And then you could possibly get XP scrolls in them, or just exchange the stuff you don't want to individually use the crown crate gems just to get XP scrolls or whatever. But yeah.
Shit. I see what you mean, man.
Yeah, it's like extremely irritating me because, I mean, some people that might actually like it because if like you're new to the game, everything seems a lot more cheaper. But the people trying to make gold, it gets more competitive, and then some people are starting to know like, hey, this person's starting to sell the cheapest prices, like, and then like, hey, you know, let's go buy off him, and then other people are like, what's going on? And then then they figure out what's going on, like someone's selling them cheaper now or whatever, and they're trying to compete with that, and then the next thing you know is a whole bunch of other people might be trying to do the same thing just to be able to keep selling stuff, and so, and then prices keep dropping, and then if you have that one person that still keeps dropping the prices or whatever, just to try to attract the most customers, it's just going to keep dropping the market more and more and more, pretty much.
I'm going to guess that you never played World of Warcraft, right?
Never played it, but I know exactly what it is.
This was a huge issue in World of Warcraft. Huge issue. As a matter of fact, the only way to combat that was the players used to police themselves. If you constantly tried to undercut people in that game, nobody would hang out with you, nobody would talk to you, nobody would let you in their guild.
Interesting.
So it was the only way to really combat it here is for the players to like get fed up. But
right.
This player base is not as communicative as a World of Warcraft player base. It's a little to see World of Warcraft was more players, but even though there was more, everybody knew after a short period of time what the general rule of thumb was on how you can be and what you should do.
Right, because I tried to, but I finally come to agreement, because I'm still like selling XP pods because it still does pretty good. But I'd say, hey, I don't want no one like really trying to sell these for like 15k cheaper, or else I can go even cheaper because it won't affect me. Because I don't want to keep having the market keep on going down because it's going to affect all of us in the long run. It's still regardless.
It is
try to come to an agreement.
Yeah, it is a fluctuation that doesn't stay the same. So 2 months from now,
it's kind of also of a greed of like people trying to get the most customers. But this guy tried to lowball me because I used to sell like 20k and he started selling like 17.5k. I was like, you know, and that affects everyone else, even other like everyone has tried to sell them. But yeah. But I have some people that I know. I'm extremely lucky. But so every time when I go around the market and I'm trying to buy stuff, just to like to restock, like say if I don't want to farm certain mats, or like certain mats are really hard to find, so good luck even trying to farm a type of thing to sell.
Sure.
But I met some people over the years when I was saying wanted to buy, like they had prices that were way cheaper than what the average normal market prices were and stuff. So I got really lucky that way. So when people say try to lowball because they started seeing the market trying to crash, so they feel like they had to drop prices or something just to try to keep busy with customers to still make, you know, profit or whatever. But
and now with the new expansion, this is like it should be the prime time for it.
Yep. So right now what's going on is that the market is starting slightly to go back up again, but a bit mad of it because some people are wondering why, but it makes sense because the reason why I think the market's going back up is for people that haven't been on for say ESO for a while and they didn't know that the market dropped once again with prices. So they're just trying to sell like how it used to be about like a year ago with like how prices used to be, and then they're starting to buy like crazy with those prices, which are kind of more like almost like rip-off prices. So at least I'll say at the moment, but the market's starting to go back up at the moment. It's just that I feel like if they did that one thing, it would completely fix the market, because that's was always the hottest things right in the market. I say the hottest things in the market right now is probably want to buy crown crates off people, but even though I don't think they want people doing that, but yeah. But so many people I know probably do that.
Well, welcome anyway, Bradley. You probably hear us. That's alright. You'll get a mic eventually.
Yeah, sorry if I would bored anyone out or whatever, but I think I'm okay since no one else was talking. Probably just happy someone's just talking, I guess.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's like a part of the whole market system is things get sold for more and less, and then people battle each other for who gets the sale.
I don't need gold since I've been so successfully knowing how the market was and being extremely competitive. But I like trying to make gold just to like donate to you guys once in a while for no reason, since you know you guys craft free stuff for the guilds and whatnot. So
yeah.
I'll be like, hey, what you guys need or something, or I might think of something to around and give like as a gift or whatever once in a while. If I don't think you guys have it yet that you might be interested in or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, when the time comes. I've actually not reached the point where I had to call out for items yet. What I usually would do is put it in the guild chat, hey, we're out of cotton, if anybody's got some extra cotton and wants to donate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the moment I'm not making enough gear for people yet for me to have anything in particular that I'm out of. But if you're ever interested in taking a list on what I'm running out of and doing it that way, or putting a specific amount of gold specifically to buy materials to make the gear.
Because I could donate gold, but I know how the market is, or I know some people that see your safe for example sell mats really cheap that I could
you
possibly
might be able to get a better deal. So if you give me the gold, you're probably going to end up I'm getting it ripped off.
Well, maybe not exactly ripped off, but you possibly could have found a better deal or something. But
what
I get what
about
you're saying.
15,000 for 100 cotton? You think that's fair? 15,000 for 100 cotton?
100 cotton?
Yeah.
It's kind of I'm trying to remember what cotton's worth now.
I know the low-level materials got expensive. They did. Because it's harder to get them than it used to be. It's quicker.
Yeah, I got you. Oh man. because like everyone's like a higher rank now, so in order to really get materials like that, you have to have like a character that's like a reason around that rank. So when you're farming, you're picking up like materials to kind of like that rank more than likely.
Right. Here's the way it works.
Yeah.
Whatever rank you're at, you have a 9 out of 10 chance of finding that, and then you have a 1 out of 10 chance of finding one of the other ones below that rank. So the highest ranked person gets jack shit in the way of low-level materials. They do, but they get hardly any.
Right. I think what you're trying to explain is like when you're out farming for materials, whatever your like rank is, like say for example, like if I'm just like I'm already like over like 160, so more than likely I'm gonna find like the lowest rank, like maybe like rank 1 to 4 or whatever, and then like champion rank like 160 stuff. It's like, but say if I was like ranked like I don't know like 30 on champion or whatever, just to give an example, like if I'm like farming stuff, I mainly will find maybe like rank, you know, 1 to 4 stuff I'm farming, but then I might find
rank,
like
though. It's
30.
It's the crafting rank that does.
Oh,
that.
okay, I got you.
Yeah, like right now on this character, all I find is the lowest level material. That's all it is.
Yeah, usually I always find like really high levels, but I don't know, maybe it's just also what did he call it? Like you know, like when you farm stuff, it's like random. What did he call it? Like with your chances or whatever.
Random generated loot.
I'm trying. It had an abbreviation to it, but it might pop in my mind back later.
RNG.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It actually goes with your crafting. It's whatever your crafting set.
Right.
Like,
right. Like for example, my crafter, she finds 9 out of 10 times the champion 150, 161. 9 out of 10 times. 1 out of 10 times, I will get a random low level, and there's no determining what that random low level is going to be. There's absolutely no way to tell.
If you want to find cotton, you set your crafter or whoever you got running around a low level.
Right.
And then you send that guy around to pick up your cotton.
It's really annoying. Like, really. It used to work by zone, and that was a beautiful thing. Remember that? That was beautiful.
See, no, I kind of like it that way. I mean, if I wanted to go out and I wanted to collect a bunch of low-level shit, I'd just go into a place and fucking reset my skills so I could pick up all cotton if I wanted. So I'd just reset my points. And it would cost, you know, $3,000 or whatever, reset my points. And then I could pick up all the fucking cotton I want. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, well, I guess everybody has a different opinion about it. But I just thought that the way it worked before, like when, see, I craft for people a lot, or I used to. It's going to happen more now that I'm back, you know, after a 2-year hiatus. But being a person that's constantly crafting for people, you couldn't just keep changing your champion, your skill thing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like so annoying to have to do that. But what I used to do is, hey, if I had to make a little gear, nobody's got any extra on them to give to me. The guy that wants the gear really didn't actually have to wait very long. All he had to do was come with me to his zone and just help me pick up the stuff we need to make his stuff. And so instead of it being something that took 12 minutes, it would be something that takes 30 minutes, and we got him good to go, you know. And
yep, I got what you're saying.
Yeah, I can see how it's convenient the way he's saying it, especially since you can make so much money off the low-level material now. You know what it is, too? Another thing about the XP scroll? Other than getting the necromancers up, everybody that plays this game has high-level characters now, because they've been playing for so long. So it's hard to sell XP stuff like it used to be different. What they need to do is, they need to get more players, and I think they will with this expansion. So you gotta give it a little bit. Like, it just debuted, and even though all the hardcore players have their necromancers high level already and all that stuff, there are new people that when they hear the word necromancer, they're like, get out of here, ESO got necromancer? I guess I'll give them a shot. And then they'll just start playing for that reason, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get it. It's gonna come back. But it depends. But see, I couldn't tell you how to work it, the market, whether you should sell now, whether you should collect it and wait, I don't know. what the proper
Oh,
thing to do
me,
is on a fucking
I'm
video.
always a person, I'm always just like selling since I never really had to worry about it since I had people that sell mats to me very, very cheap that I met over the years.
Mhm.
So it never really affected me having to worry about it. So I just try to keep busy pretty much, but
Why
yeah.
don't you try selling something else? Switch off. Why don't you go get Mother Sorrow
Well, here's the
gear
thing.
and sell Mother Sorrow gear? That's huge right now, man.
Right now I have like some of my other people I know that are very competitive with other things. So they're like, hey, you want to mainly focus on one thing, and let me focus on this, then I won't bug you also with this stuff type of thing. So I was kind of like the one mainly with the XP pods in the market with like, seemed like these like the cheapest prices and like compared to really anyone else's, but yeah.
Wow, you got groups of friends that are basically telling you.
Right, because they're trying to make a deal with that. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna sell you this for this price, but don't you go get no Mother Sorrow and start selling it. That's
It's
my
like one of those type of things.
hey, Mother Sorrow is my business, alright? Get your own fucking company.
No, they're not as like that, but like some of them are
I'm
like,
exaggerating.
hey, if you start like lowballing my prices or something, then we're gonna have a problem type of thing.
Did you ever try selling the pots in like zone chat?
Oh yeah, that's what I always do.
Oh, alright.
That's always, yeah, that's like usually the best way to always sell stuff if you got the patience for that, because instead of like selling them in guild traders where not everyone checks guild
They
traders
don't even know where
possibly,
they are. Yeah,
or
I don't even know where the fucking
that,
guild traders are.
or the exact guild trader location that you're at least if you're in zones and possibly a couple hundred people can see that all at once, so if anyone wants to buy or interested in, hey, you know, this is a lot better way to try to advertise with trying to sell stuff, I guess. It's just using zone chats.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit more patience, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, XP pots are just, it's a tough market, you know?
Oh, it's extremely
extremely
competitive at the moment. But usually when they do really good, it's like when either when a new class comes out, that, or like when there's a what's it called, XP event going on that they usually do like for like each season. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but this was supposed to be bigger for longer. This got all fucked up. This one with the necros. So you figured most people were gonna make a stam necro, and then they were also gonna make a mag necro, and maybe even a tank necro and a heal necro. So there's a lot of opportunity for people to make brand new characters that they want to use instead. But it just seems like it happened so fast and everybody leveled so fast, including myself, that we all just like were left over like, alright, you know, no need for potions anymore. And yeah, that, like you said, they keep giving you your daily rewards. I just got an experience scroll that's 100% just for daily rewards.
Right. And I think it's also these people that are higher rank, if they haven't been on ESO for a while, they probably haven't got like daily random rewards possibly within a while, so they might be totally out of XP scroll. So I had quite a bit of people also buying like XP pots off me as well. That's another thing I was thinking of, but mainly I think why people were buying off me was because other people were thinking, okay, this might do okay in the business since there's a new class, so everyone might be kind of maybe focused on trying to rank up, so you know what I mean? Yeah. Even if they're already champion rank, they have to start with like rank 1, and then once they get like to rank 50, then it's like whatever champion rank, whatever, but they still might want to use XP boost stuff just to get, you know, quicker ranked up, whatever, but yeah. So since I sold really cheap, I had people that literally bought like possibly over like 50 of them all at once, and I know exactly what they're doing, and I'm okay with this. They're acting like, hey, I could possibly, you know, resell these or whatever, because I could still make some good profit, even if I sell them a little bit more, still be quite cheap or whatever. Because so right now, like 150% XP pots are like 17.5k to 25k each. I just started selling them 15k each just to, you know, get a lot of customers and stuff. And if it didn't affect me since I had people I bought Ethereum dust, like as cheap as maybe like 25k each, even though the Gyarados is now worth like 50k to 75k each. So yeah, I was like, well, I don't know if you want to lowball me in this market, because all it's going to do is going to cause the market for this to keep going down more and more and more. So, and I came up with an agreement with this one guy. He was like, oh damn, I don't have people like that. I'm like, well, if you want to keep testing me, man. It's just, I don't know, it's just so competitive. But I used to not see that competitive about a couple years ago. People, like for example, say when like the 150% XP pots used to be like 25k to 30k each, no one was selling them cheaper than 25k each. And then when the economy, like, I guess crashed when they added these things that kind of affected the market. Then there was a guy that started selling them 20k each. And that guy was actually one of my friends I used to play, and before he even had the recipe, he actually used to like help me craft the stuff all for free pretty much if I had the mats and whatnot. So he was helping me kind of like make profit. He's like, hey, you should try selling 20k each as well, because it was like one of my old friends that I knew for like quite some years and whatnot. And it kind of affected the market to crash a little bit more, because
yeah, but if it wasn't going to be him, it could have been just someone else.
Yep, know? Exactly.
Right.
I also got lucky I found him, because I was making extreme bank and stuff. Like he says, like, oh yeah, he knows some people and stuff. Like he was like not even a greedy guy at all, pretty much, but it kind of affected the market. But yeah. And the reason why he did that was because people started focusing their attention to like crown crates and XP scrolls. So he was like, man, I gotta do something. So he dropped his prices pretty much to like 20k instead of like 25k each.
How do you feel? Do you blame him for that, or you understand?
I absolutely do not blame him for that, but it kind of sucks seeing stuff like that in the market have to happen, just because now whatever's hot in the market, some other people try to drop their prices so they can still be able to still sell stuff. It's like saying, hey, yeah, like this is like not the should be the really main attention. Like say like, oh, XP scrolls or crown crates. Like, hey, because you know people still want to try to sell their stuff, whatever it is. But
yeah, but the thing is,
I don't know.
You can't. How do you sell crown crates again?
So I never actually sold them before, but I was talking to some of my guildies, and they said they wish ESO would fix this too, because it's noticed it's really affecting the marketing as well and stuff, where it might not be a point to actually be worth even selling them anymore, because it's like you're only like 100 gold to 200 gold each. I'm like, dude, I could go around, kill random enemies, pick up loot, and make more gold than that. That's kind of sad.
For the crown crates?
Yes.
Get out of here.
But yeah, I'm like, it's really that bad in the market. And I'm like, I don't know, why would you still sell for that much? Like, you're not making anything. I'm like, dude. But I don't know, people maybe still like to just to do it for some reason.
That's cheaper than real life money by far.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like totally confused by it though. Yeah, they used to be like 1k to 2k each, and then they had like a big thing going on with the marketing, and then trying to compete with XP pots, because they're like, oh, like don't buy off these people trying to sell them in zone chats because you don't know they're gonna scam you and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, I see that. I saw that today. I saw people, yeah, talking shit today.
It's very, very competitive, those two things in the market right now. And I'm not saying they are scammers, it's just that you don't know. And the only reason why the XP pots sellers say that, because they're really trying to sell their XP pots. And you're like, hey, because like, hey, you know, you can only get those. But if XP pots, I can trade them and cut them. So you know, you can't get scammed pretty much or so, or whatever. But yeah.
Okay, so then
like they started dropping.
Really, yeah, the crown crate thing is tough, because how do you even, you know what I mean? One person or the other person could just not give the other person the thing.
Exactly.
Like
So,
both ways you can get
but
scammed.
the way to do it,
Yeah.
to sell them is like you have to pay real life money. So, say for example, I go in the Crown Crate store and I have Crown Points on me. I can individually buy, you know, what is it? Crown Crates, but it says, do you want to use it for yourself or you want to give them as a gift?
Sure.
So what these people do, like, hey, they might be blind, but if it's people that you know that you can trust or in guild, more likely they won't do that to you. But they're like, hey, if you give me the gold, then I'll give you this as a gift, pretty much, for like how much you want. So you're paying real life money to make kind of like game gold, pretty much, in a way.
Right, instead of buying it off the Chinese farming websites.
Oh man, those are really bad. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You buy now! Yeah, they're all over the other games. This game you don't really see them in chat that much. Matter of fact, I haven't seen them at all.
Actually, ESO was actually been doing pretty good cracking down on them lately, I think, because I don't see them as much as I used to quite a couple years back ago or so. But yeah,
I think they kind of got rid of it by allowing people to do it legally in game. Because when you think about it, you could sell someone gold, you could buy their gold with real life money, but they can't have your real life money. They can only have something in the game. So what they did was they put themselves in between, where if they're not making money off of it, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But obviously that shuts down the actual Chinese farmers who are trying to feed their 11 kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's so messed up.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not 11, maybe it's 12. I don't know anymore, you know what I'm saying?
I shouldn't even be laughing, but you just made it worse. Oh man.
Look, without humor, there would only be femur.
But yeah, for them to fix the economy, like everyone was talking about them, like they should do that, because honestly, if I'll get like the like the Crown Crates better to sell, because then like you know, it'd be easier just to sell them in general. You know what I mean? Just not to like people like in your guilds, because if you're going to say selling like in zone chats, it'd be easier to sell, but then who will really want to buy them off you? So they should make a thing for the ones already in your inventory. You can pull out like a craft bag or something, so you can either like, you know, trade them, caught them, whatever. And then once you move to a different area, like all your Crown Crates that you have, just go right back into like your Crown Crate inventory for like the ones you have or something, kind of like a craft bag. You know what I mean? And then have a thing where XP scrolls can stack with XP pots, so because if I know ESO, they don't like people doing this, but I don't think they care, because they probably get a lot of money off it, because a lot of people have been seem like buying Crown Crates lately. It'll be more worth it, because then the market will go back up more likely. So then the people that want to sell that might feel like it's more worth it to them, because right now 100 to 200 gold each seems like a complete joke of like profit getting made, or was, I don't know, you know, stuff that I don't know about for like people that might be trying to be selling them like
Can't wait till this fucking logbook shit is over, man.
Yeah, cause I just see people fighting like cats and dogs all the time in like his own chats, like, oh, I got cheaper prices than you, or something like that, or like, oh, don't buy that, buy it here or something. I'm like, just let people be, man. I'm like, jeez.
Well, you know what? A lot of that actually today was a good example. I got video of it. There's like a guy, Shadow Viper, or Viper Shadow. He's just saying things in the chat, and he doesn't really feel anything about what he's saying, but he likes to waste people's time. Nobody really knows he's doing that, so everybody continuously
maybe he
calls them names and is like, "Go away, you're annoying," and all this stuff. But he doesn't. That's what he's doing. He doesn't really care about what he's saying or You know what I mean? Like he'll say things
I
like,
don't know,
"Oh,
maybe
you're not allowed to do this in chat. They used to kick you out, but now they don't because the game is broken at the moment." And then you know how I know for sure, 100%, he's actually just trolling and he doesn't feel that way. The moment that he repeats an exact giant paragraph. Once that happens, I know he's only doing it just to get reactions and waste people's time and make them type. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's just bored, just trying to get attention, but maybe he's just, I don't know.
No,
I mean, sometimes people just...
It's Iron Leon syndrome. They have no intention of playing the game whatsoever. Only thing they want to do is waste people's time.
Oh, man.
That's all it is. I'm 100% sure that's what it is, but it makes it look like people are arguing with each other when you don't even know if the person arguing really gives a flying fuck about what they're saying. So the best thing, in my opinion, that you can do is actually not even worry about it at all and just don't even pay attention to the people that say things because you don't really know if they're... That's why I try to tell my mom about like Facebook and stuff, because a lot of people try to rile my mom up over this whole fucking Trump thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Mom, you're more likely than not, the people that you're speaking to don't care anything about what they're talking about, and they're just trying to waste your time because it's like a thing that people do on the internet, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I go around once in a while, and I just be like talking, saying like, I don't know why I do it, but just like get a little upset for no reason, and then like talk around saying, oh, like the market's all crashed and stuff in ESO, and yada yada this and yada yada that, because I might not be in a good mood at the moment or something, but yeah.
No, this is a little different. This is kind of like, see, that's the thing. This is being done on other MMOs and other games that have chat, because I see it all the time. But there are certain games, certain types of people that play certain games, where they don't fall for it. I'll give you an example. Path of Exile on the computer has a very, very, very active chat. And those people, they don't fall for any trolls, ever, no matter what. It'll never happen. They're way too smart for it, and they don't get baited into anything, and they call them out. They take half a second to call someone out, and then they just move on, and then just never even like pay attention to what the guy's saying ever again. But in this game, you'll have like a string of people getting into arguments with not only the guy that started it, but he's sitting back laughing, watching people argue with each other that would have never argued with each other if he didn't say something he didn't even mean just to start it. So he's probably sitting there laughing his fucking ass off.
Right.
Like, holy shit, look what I did to these people.
Right, because I know this is probably bad, but once in a while I see people, you know, complain and stuff in chat, and I say some things, and I don't know why I do it, but it's cause like a thing where it's like a tendency, like if you're playing, like it's just a natural thing that some people just tendency just see, they have a thing that they just want to like pick on people. I don't know.
Right, but that where you're serious, like you're talking about, turned into completely and utterly lying about you being serious. And that, to me, that's the worst. Because then you're really just wasting time, wasting everyone's time, because you know that you don't give a shit, and you just wanted people to waste their time typing, you know what I'm saying? That's mean, dude. That's mean shit.
I got a bad fortunate habit of that once in a while, which is really not good.
It could be funny. You know what I like to do? I like to put jokes in the chat channel about stuff, you know? That's my favorite thing. See if I can get people to laugh. Like before, they were saying that, they were talking about how, you know, people were like, well, how could you get scammed, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I mentioned that, be careful because, some people will still act like they're buying something. And then when you COD it to them, they'll just wait and make you wait for your item back until it expires.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Right.
I wish there was something they'll fix. Like, I wish you made that option.
And then somebody was like, yeah, that's what we're talking, you know, that's one of the things we're talking about. And I was like, yeah, I think Amazon is the one that does that. And everybody fucking laughed. So I try to mix humor into it when I do it. I try not to...
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man.
Everybody, sometimes they're in a bad mood, they're having a bad day. You can't blame people for that.
Yep.
I used to, but you can't do that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, at one point I was pretty maniac about it.
Yeah, I just wish it did a thing where, like, with the cards, there's like an option. I know they used to be like 30 days until they expire, but they changed it to like 3 days.
Oh, it's only
they'll
3
expire
now?
if not paid yet. Yeah, but I wish there was an option if, like, you can make it expire within like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes if you want to or whatever. Because there's those people that rather buy it in cards because, I don't know, they might be really busy or whatever. And then it's like, if they don't buy it, then it's like, hey, we're really trying to still keep going around, really keeping busy trying to sell stuff, like say in zone chats or whatever. Then it's like, hey, you don't have to wait that long, we don't buy it. Like, hey, we don't buy it, like, say in 5 minutes, and bam, it gets right back into your thing, or whatever. Because there might be times where you might...
limit. Right, exactly.
Yeah, because there's those people, they either, like, I don't know if they do this on purpose, or I can only think of maybe 2 things. Is either people that do it on purpose because like they act like, oh, I have to wait 3 days until you have to wait until it gets back into your inventory. I do that's like maybe like a troll thing or something, because maybe like, I don't know, that, or people hold on to it and they look around to see if they can find any cheaper at the moment. If that's the case,
Combination of both. Different people, yeah. Or it could be somebody had an emergency and they logged off and they're not coming back on because of real life shit.
That could be another thing. That's not like their fault or whatever, but yeah, it gets a little bit annoying if you're, trying to keep busy in the market, whatever. But yeah.
You gotta watch out for trolls, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of trolls. I always tell people, like, hey, if you want anything crafted, there's this thing. Never hand them...
Oh, fuck.
But it's the safest way of doing it. Show them proof that you at least have the mats, and say, I'm not giving you the mats until once you craft the item. And then if it's like for certain items, I can do like certain parts by parts, and then like trade you like the mats for the items, because in the long run you're still getting the mats, and in the long run for me I'm still getting for whatever I want crafted or whatever.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, that's why this guild is the way it is, because...
Oh yeah, I trust everyone in this guild and stuff, but I'm just talking like if you're just out there.
No,
like,
nobody's
people...
even allowed to sell anything in this guild. You don't sell training gear here. We won't even sell max level gear here.
Oh no, I'm just saying like if people like for crafters and stuff as well. It meant, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like say like, oh yeah, like I'll craft this stuff for free as long as you have the mats type of thing. Like
right, and then they take the mats, and then right. But if that does happen, then what ends up happening is the person's not allowed in the guild anymore, and I hack their account, I find them in real life, and split their throat. No, I'm kidding. That's the old me. That doesn't happen anymore. I'm kidding, of course I'm kidding. I would never admit that on my stream.
Oh god. Oh man.
Metaphorically, that's what I used to do. But now, I would just remove him from the guild. But nobody needs to do that, because all they have to do is message me, and I just make him shit. Bam. Like, I'm about to make Brad something right now. If he tells me stand on magic, whichever one he tells me, I'll make it. David, will you make it? You like to see homos naked? That's actually my favorite part about this game, is you can genuinely help people have more fun. He invited me to a PS party chat, so I'm gonna hop in, find out what he needs, and then I'll go ahead and I'll hop back out quickly. I'm just gonna go and see what he needs. All right, so I'm done with this delve. I guess I'll switch over right now. I'll be right back. Everybody dance now. Hey, Riley, how you doing? I'm good. So, all you gotta do is tell me what you want, spam or magic. I go make it for you. It'll take me approximately 12 to 15 minutes. Bam. Good. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my Necro too. It's yeah. In the end, you're gonna eventually want to go Mother Sorrow. This character has a very peculiar thing. It's basically 100% crit execute on all abilities, and so and they also have a higher bonus to your crit damage than any other class in the game. So the class itself is designed to have not only high crit, but have high crit damage. So you don't have to stack max magic, you don't have to stack spell power. All you have to do is just get that high crit, and your numbers are going to hit great. You know what I'm saying? So Mother Sorrow is the end, like before the trial stuff. That's going to be what you want to go with. It's always going to be one of the main sets. It's a drop set from zones. Mother Sorrow. It's basically crit, 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 and crit. And that'll put you in the zone. Once you get that, your character's going to feel very, very different. I don't even have it yet myself. Julianos is going to feel really good because it has a lot of crit on it. So it is going to feel really good. How's level 10 gear? Is that alright? It seems like you're level 10 now. No problem. Level 10 gear. You're level 10 now? Okay. Any particular style that you might want? I could do that. You want a robe or a jerkin? Okay. All right. I'm starting to make it now. So here's what I'm gonna do. At the moment, I'm not gonna. I guess. Wait. Do you want 1 heavy, 1 medium, and 5 light, or do you want all 7 light? Okay. Later on, like the next time I make you gear, you might want to do 1 heavy, 1 medium, just so you can start to level those up. If you want to do it now, I'll do it now for you. Yeah, because you don't want to be doing that later, finding out that the Undaunted 6% increase to all 3 attributes, you won't be able to really take advantage of all the other things in the other trees if they're too low in level. So if you start now, it kind of takes care of that later. Alright, so I'll make you 1 medium, and then I'll make you 1 heavy. I guess I'll make the head heavy. Because... No problem, no problem. Yeah. Nice. That's what I use at the moment on my necromancer. I use necropotence. I do. I have a lot of gear because I have a lot of characters and I have a lot of hours in the game. When it came out on PlayStation, I played it about a month after launch for many, many years until about 1.5 years ago, but like 16 hours a day. And all I did was just run this guild, make things for people for free, make jokes, have fun, run into dungeons, whatever we could get done. I couldn't do the end game stuff because I didn't want to play with people that were less than desirable in their like morals and how they talk. So I sacrificed that to be able to basically play with people that I like for who they are rather than what they're capable of doing in the game. So if I couldn't do something with the people I like, it didn't get done. So there's a lot of skins in the game I didn't get and things like that. Not that I couldn't do it myself. I definitely am a person that could have probably done all the content with a little bit of practice and know-how, but I just, I didn't want to go down that direction. I still don't now, but I I will have the opportunity to do things because I know a very amazing player and she's like really in it. So they'll have situations where they'll need someone and I know they're gonna be able to pull me in, even though I don't really know them. She found a pretty good crowd that's not mean to each other. They don't talk smack to each other and say the N-word in the chat channel all the time, you know. So basically, my guild has only one rule, and I just enforce that rule. But I used to do it with an iron fist, and now I do it kind of more like a kindergarten teacher, rather. Because the way I did it before is it could come across as extremely mean, and there's some really amazing people that really couldn't like be around the way that I used to put the smack down on bad people. So although they agree, it's just it's like almost like it's almost like witnessing something that it's so extreme that it's like, hey, I know you're defending me, but you don't have to kill this person. You know what I mean? But not that. But just like it sounded that bad. But after the 1.5-year hiatus I took from the game, I learned a lot about some things in life and stuff. And I really know that even bad people, at the worst thing that's ever going to happen to somebody if they affect one of my guildies in a bad way underneath one of my guildies, is just that they'll have to be removed from the guild, that's all. Like, I'm not going to tell anybody off anymore or anything like that. I changed my attitude about that. So. So the only rule is you just can't be mean to anybody. Everyone here is protected by that. Everyone. So if anybody does anything to you they're not supposed to do, all you do is tell me, and that's it. And that's it. And if you think for 1 second that the person is crafty enough to try to make it like they didn't do anything and you're lying, we all know that you can just hit the button and record shit. So if something happens to you, even if you're not streaming or recording, all you gotta do is simply push the share button and you can record the last 15 minutes of what just transpired. And then boom, there's your fucking evidence right there. So nobody can do anything to you and you not have the proof if they try to say, oh, this is not what happened. So I tell everybody that if something goes wrong, hit the record button, let it record the last 15 minutes, and the tape will speak for itself. I mean, the only person that's immune to that is Donald Trump, but that's not the point. Making gear, taking care of the guildies, having fun, making people laugh, making people have more fun playing the game, that's my favorite aspect of this game. I do love the quests, I love the storylines. Some of the shit is so funny and so crazy. Have you gotten to the point in the game yet where you came across the gay werewolves? I swear to God, this is true. The gay werewolves. Did you get to that quest yet? Gay, like gay. There is. Okay. There's this quest with this gay couple, these two guys. His partner ended up getting turned into a werewolf, and like he got basically recruited by some werewolf cult or something, right? And you don't really find out until like after the fact, and it's just look, it's not that anything's wrong with it, but it's just such a funny thing that they put in the game. Like, you don't expect something like that to happen. You think everything's going to stay conventional, but this game constantly surprises you with stuff like that. That's what I like about it. There'll be quests, and I cannot for the life of me make the decision on what to do at the end of the quest. When there's like a red option and you pick one or the other and it changes the outcome permanently, you can't change it. Sometimes I sit there and I contemplate that shit like, holy shit, I really can't figure out what to do in this situation. That's how hard it is to make the decision. That's the dilemma thing I was mentioning before. You'll see a lot of that in the game. And then, if you take this game really far, and you go down that road where you get to the end, high champion points, legendary everything, and then you figure out a build, that you copy from, because obviously there's geniuses that come out with the shit before it even gets released. They're doing it on beta. So if you're not finding something that somebody already created, you're not going to have the best results unless you're that kind of smart, which I know that I'm not, so I kind of have to do that, you know. But once you get to that point, there's a whole different kind of fun in this game. There's the kind of fun where it really becomes addictive. Like, if you get your character a certain place, you can go places and do things, and other people will not believe that you're doing what you're doing. Because they don't think that you can ever get that fucking amazing in the game. Like, I have a sorcerer in this game who can do shit that everybody would say, no, you can't do that. Everyone. And once you get to that point, there's like a whole different part of the game that opens up where you actually start to feel like you're some type of god or superhero. You know what I'm saying? And then you can either take that and be selfish with it and only play with people of your caliber to do endgame content, or you, because it's a free will game, you could do what I did and help people, or you can do both. You can help people do and accomplish things that normally they would never, ever, ever be able to do. Right. That would never happen here. Never. Never. Yeah, nobody in my guild will ever abandon you like that. Everybody knows that that's not how we roll. Nobody would ever tell you to Google it unless it's an honest to God Google it, because it's a chain quest that you have to follow, like a guide. Like if somebody can't just give you the answer honestly, and it's too much information for them to type, they might suggest, hey, ESO Life or Tesso Life or whatever is a good website to follow the quest chain. But nobody will just say, Google it, or get good, get good, bro. Nobody's going to do that. All right, do you want Inferno Staff? Lightning Staff? And what would you like the second staff to be when you reach level 15? We can make that a resto if you want. You can start leveling that up at the same time. So what do you think, lightning or fire? You got it. And the resto staff, I'm going to make that level 14 because that's going to be available only at level 15. And I'm going to make that look different so you can tell the difference between the two. No problem. You're going to like the difference between the way the character's playing now and after you put this gear on. You're going to have a 5 set of Julianos and a 3 set of Magnus. So at this low level, it's going to make a bigger difference. The way this game works is, the lower level you are, the more difference your gear makes, because they try to make everybody relatively even and not push away new players. So you'll notice that as you go up levels, you're going to get weaker and weaker. So maybe every 10 levels, depending on how fast you level, maybe every 10 levels, maybe every 15 levels, I go ahead and just make you a whole new setup of gear, a whole new set. And then you'll feel like as soon as you get the new set, you'll feel strong again. But this should make you feel strong for quite some time, what I'm doing for you now. You'll easily go to 20 and kick ass. And I'm already done, I'm just putting the enchantments on, so you can see it doesn't really take that long. I have materials. If I ever run out, I usually just ask for them. People donate them for free. We got a good thing going here with the guild. I kind of, the way that I left, I almost feel like I abandoned people a little bit. But, it's just that real life happened. And I couldn't really play the game anymore the way I did before. And so everybody kind of felt like a little, like something was missing. And so a lot of people that were in the guild and that were constantly active, they pretty much just stopped playing or left the guild or something. But now that I'm back and word starts to get around, people are going to start popping in. It's going to get more busy. If you ever need any help, specifically send me a message, and I myself will help you, or I'll figure out somebody that can help you. Like if I'm at work, I just work at a tobacco shop, it's no big deal. It's part-time, it's no big deal. So I sent 2 pieces of mail. If for some reason you don't receive them both, A simple log out and log in will fix it, or traveling to a different zone will fix it. And just make sure you wear everything and don't replace anything with anything you pick up. But you do want to use jewelry that you find from quests and stuff. And the most important part of the jewelry is that it has max magic. The second most important part is that it has magic recovery. So if it has max stamina but it has magic recovery, it's not as good as if it has max magic and stamina recovery. Just keep that in mind. Always max magic. That's how you keep the potency up. So, and always check when you run something or do a dungeon. Always check to see if you got the upgrade, if you got something better than what you have in the way of jewelry, though. Everything else is going to stay the same. Alright, I'm going to hop back over to my other character. I'll probably hop back into my chat. If the chat's giving you trouble because it disappears when you click it, the only way to... Yes, there's only one way to fix that. Instead of logging out, you have to crash the game. You have to push the PlayStation button and then say close application. And then reload the app, and then you'll be able to get in. But then it might do it to you again later. I had a guy today, a friend of mine. I feel so bad. 5 times in a row, he kept on having to do it because something would happen in the game that would cause it to happen again. But once you're in the chat channel, it doesn't disappear on you. It stays there. So feel free to come in there if you want. You don't have to if you're getting in the zone and getting into the quest. I know how it can be when you're playing. You can, you can really like get into the RP and stuff. And when you're hanging out and talking to people in chat channels, it kind of takes away from that, the roleplay effect. Because that's the way I am too, with certain questing. I like to watch them talk sometimes, instead of skipping it. But I am in a little bit of a rush right now, because I want to get this Necromancer where it needs to be. I gotta get my Mage's Guild to the rest level 10. I think it's at like 8.5 right now. I gotta get my Undaunted to 10. I gotta get my Psijic Order to 5. Like, I got so much work to do, it's ridiculous, so... I'm in like always a big hurry, and then once all that's done, then it'll just be a matter of practice, and then I'm going to be constantly running dungeons with people, and it'll be a huge benefit, because everybody probably just sits there and waits for somebody to do something, but at the moment, if nobody asks, I'm taking advantage of that by making sure I get shit done with my character. But if I start asking if people want to do shit, they're probably going to be like, oh, thank God somebody's doing something. I'm so fucking bored. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking advantage of the quiet time, in other words. But if you need anything, you want to do a dungeon, you want to get power leveled, I can do that through the dungeon finder really, really nicely. We'll just all run to each boss, kill all the enemies really, really quickly, and you'll just get tons of experience really, really quickly. It's crazy. I love doing it, too. That's my favorite part of the game is PvE, and just destroying mobs and enemies and just going as fast as you can. It's crazy because sometimes there's so many enemies clustered up that your PlayStation is like, even the PS Pro is like, I've got to work real hard just to keep up with everything that's going on. It's nuts. It's total cray-cray. Alright, feel free to come in the chat. If not, just for now, send me a message if you need anything. Enjoy that gear. You got it, man. I'll talk to you soon. Nice to have you in the guild. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Alright, I'm back. Were you talking to me the whole time?
Oh no, I was talking to the guild and stuff.
Oh,
if whoever was listening. It was just really quiet. I was like, it'd be nice if at least anyone's talking about at least anything. So it's not so that quiet.
Yeah, he was talking to you that whole time, right, Mary? He's waiting.
No, that sucks so bad. I was in that party chat with Brad. He sounds like a really cool
no.
dude.
I was then talking about like some real life marketing stuff as well.
Hey, if you know how I can make a buck, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know the easiest way to make money in real life, and it's kind of messed up. So, the best way to make money, or the most successful marketing in the world, is jewelry. Because
really?
Because say for example, the jewelry is the worst of like, because say for example, like if it's like the best place to get something, is like if it's wholesale, or like one of those really big successful wholesale websites. Because say for example, we'll say like you see a necklace on a wholesale website, it might be like, let's say it's like one that's actually worth like $300. other places will sell it maybe like $600, $700. And if it's like the mall or something, they'll try to sell for like $700 or $800. It's like the percentage value is the worst. And I try to compare it, like say well, I was thinking, well, cars are really expensive, but say if a car is like naturally worth like, get the cheapest like to make it all that stuff. Like let's give an example, like one that's like 50,000. Other places will try to maybe sell it for like 55,000 to 60,000. That's a whole lot of money, but think about the percentage how much they sold it for. Jewelry was a worse in percentage of a ripoff as compared to that. If so. But I have
so
people
jewelry's
that
good or jewelry's bad? I can't tell by the way you said that.
Jewelry is, well, bad if you, well, it's bad and good. I'll explain it though. Good if you really know how it is, because it's a really good way to make profit, because a lot of people, they don't know that the jewelry,
Value, the real value.
Real values and stuff. They just look at it and like, oh, this is nice. And what's worse is fake jewelry. Not saying fake jewelry is bad or anything, or if you wear fake jewelry, like, that's bad or whatever. Like, honestly, I'm a person, I don't even care. It's just style stuff. But say, for example, like something that acts like it's real silver or like real gold. Say, for example, like it's worth like $10 to make it. They'll sell that stuff for maybe like $100 or more. It's because when you go to when you're out thinking, like more likely if people are shopping, they probably at least maybe at the most have like maybe a couple $100 they maybe want to use at the most or so. So they see this and you're like, oh, this is a good deal, and like, they tell them it's fake and stuff. But if you want this real stuff, it's like, oh, it's like $700, $800, when that real stuff is maybe like, say for example, like $300 or whatever. So they try to like outthink people if they don't know, and try to act like they know all this stuff.
Yeah, a real
somebody.
gold wedding band, only 18 karat. They try to tell me that shit is fucking $1,800.
Oh
Not even a extra thick one or anything. Just a regular, good old-fashioned gold wedding band, an 18 karat gold wedding band.
How much you wanted for it?
Like 1,800. And then their excuse is, oh, it's real gold. That's why it's that much real gold.
If I had to guess, I'll guess maybe that's like, you know, off the way, because I know a little bit. The cheapest they could probably get that is maybe like, well, I'm trying to think of the size of it too. Maybe like 1,000 or something.
Right. They're tacking on.
Because I'm also trying to think of 18 karat as well. What the value of that?
It's expensive.
Gold wise.
If you have gold weight, it's worth money. It's worth a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But don't get me wrong. They always they know how to tell you what something's worth, where they're still making money. They know how to do it. Even if they're your friend, they know how to do it. And they'll show you shit and show you that they're not ripping you off, that they're giving you a good deal, but they are getting something out of it for sure, 100%.
Oh yeah, that's really
buying
good.
or selling. That's just the way of it.
But is it a name brand or is it not name brand?
No, wedding brand. It doesn't even have. There's nothing. There's
absolutely
nothing involved to it.
Yep. So, because if it's name brand, then all you're really doing is just paying for the brand name.
No, I don't know.
If it,
well, gold
but if
wedding
it's
band
not
can have a name brand per se, because there's no craftsmanship to it. They have like a standard version of it.
I'm just like saying that there was, just to kind of give an example, but yeah. Like if they say like say like it's like, I don't know, it's like a Jared,
right, it's
or
worth
like
more. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Like say for like same thing with like clothing, like say like it's like, let's give an example, like it's high-end stuff. All you're doing is paying for like the brand name, when the stuff is probably worth like maybe like all in total maybe like around like what's it, like $50, and they charge you maybe like 500 or more for it. Like say like you get the same like those really high-end like brands out there. Just to give an example. Yeah.
Sometimes that's actually worth it though, depending on.
But then again, Yes, they could also be worth it because
like one-of-a-kind jewelry made by one person. That there is no other version of it. That's the only one there is.
Yeah.
Not mass-produced.
That can actually really be worth it, but I get what you're saying. It's just different examples, but
My cousin used to buy jewelry all the time. He liked buying jewelry because he could always sell it and get something close to what he used to buy it for. Always. So it was almost like buying it, you get to use it, so people think, I guess, you know, he wanted people to think he has plenty of money, so it helped with business.
Right.
It's all about image with his job. He's a con artist, so it's all about image being a con artist.
Oh man, he's just sitting right on the nail. It sounds kind of bad how you said it, but that's exactly pretty much what it is.
Listen,
So,
I'm $96,000 in hole because of this jerk off. I don't give a fuck. If he ever comes to try to visit me at my house, he's gonna get a fucking rude awakening.
Okay.
I have a Suburban I have no business having right now. I had a fully paid off car, and I got the Suburban on the promise that I would have work. And fucking just put me in a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know, let me tell you something right now. If I didn't have that vehicle, I would be able to play this game 16 hours a day. I wouldn't have to do anything. I'm disabled. I have a government check that I get. I don't fucking need to work. You know what I'm saying? But I do because that fucking Suburban is too expensive.
I hear you, man.
I can't even give it back. That's the fucked up part of it. Because I didn't pay for it yet. The bank owns it. So all I'm gonna do is end up owing $15,000 right now if I try to give it back.
Right. But say for example, it's like a name brand thing or something. Sometimes if you get stuff like on sales or whatever, because I mean I have a bad habit of this, but I'm from Vegas, so I think that's where I got it from. But I kind of buy like some high-end stuff for no reason, but I always get it on sale because I got like, now this is gonna sound outrageous, but I got a really good deal on it based off like the brand name, but even though what it actually cost them to make it is still like, I guess the kind of way you're looking at that as like a ripoff, but not technically when I explain it later. So I got like these shoes worth now it's gonna sound this outrageous, but $2,100, and I got them for like about $565, but it's a name brand item, so people that are really into that brand or say or so, if I ever want to sell these later, I'm more than likely sell for exactly how much I paid them for, or a little bit more, and make some profit, because you know, say if people don't know, for example, how much I pay for them type of thing. And I've been doing stuff like that over the years, like selling stuff like on eBay and stuff. But I always tell people, if you're doing stuff like that, never do it unless it's not gonna hurt your wallet type of thing.
Yeah, I used to do that with crack, but then I would just smoke it all. Now I'm gonna kid.
Oh man, that's too good, man. But what makes it worth something is it's like the branding, because it's like all like, you know, kind of like a brainwash thing. It's like, oh, this brand acts like, oh yeah, this stuff's like,
it's like pocketbooks, like Louis Vuittons and fucking Gucci's. And this shit is expensive as shit, but it actually doesn't lose value at all.
I know.
You could buy it for $1,000 and you could sell it for $900 3 years later, provided the shit isn't damaged.
Yeah, depending on also the condition or whatever, but yeah.
And my cousin used to get his wife so much shit that she has all this unused shit that's worth all this money. So if they ever have trouble, if they're ever in a situation where they have an emergency and they need money, she's got fucking $300,000 in pocketbooks sitting in her fucking closet. I know, it's fucking nuts.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Jonathan Miller. That is $750,000 stolen by my cousin. Wah, wah, wah. Wait, my battery's charged. You know what that means? That means I can actually go.
Oh man, that's too good.
I never lie to anyone. I never take anything from anyone. Never steal from anyone.
Nope.
And I'm the fucking pauper over here. My cousin is like a fucking a gift of gab Connor's demon, and he just had his entire life had overflow of anything he wanted at all times. You know? 15 girlfriends
man.
at all times, even now. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that sounds like gonna be a huge, extreme, big old relationship problem policy right there, or it's just like from a different type of country where they're allowed to have like all these, you know, different women and so. But I don't know.
No. He's from America. They all think that he's the only one. That they're the only one. Everyone thinks that.
Wait, so all these other women think like he's like the only one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
This is
you want to hear
bad.
one of the women he dated? You actually probably would know generally who it is. You know that band that they used to be around called Creed? They did the song
I think it sounds familiar.
Passion of the Christ. They did all the music of Passion of the Christ. And
yeah,
Scott
I think I heard
Stapp
of it before.
was the lead singer. Scott Stapp's sister, Amy Stapp, used to be my cousin's fiance. One of his women at the time, yeah.
Jeez.
Until she found out that he had a kid with another woman when he told her that he didn't. And then that's how she actually got out of it. Or she never would have ever stopped seeing him. But she actually found out.
Oh man, this is drama
I
over
actually think that his mother and his sister told her. Although they seriously regret it because they think that's the one that he should have been with exclusively, because she's from the rich family. So they were all like, "That's the one you should have been with." Well, maybe you shouldn't have told on him. You fucking, you know what I mean?
I think what you're saying though, but I look at it like it doesn't even matter about money or whatever. You guys gotta just try to love someone in general, personally. But I know, like in some different countries or different religions, like they can have multiple wives or whatever. But I know it's kind of hard on people sometimes, especially how like pop culture is saying like, oh, I have like our songs or whatever saying like, oh, I have all these women and all these other things like that. It's just
no. I
feel like I feel like honestly you're just lying. But
no, I'm not lying.
But
he did this shit on his own. He is not influenced by anything. This is
right,
him. This is not a person that fell victim to media.
No. But my bad. I'm not saying that's not always going to be the case, but it's kind of like a case of like maybe seeing the cases of like, I don't know, maybe that's the reason why some people, not everybody, but I don't know how to explain, but you might get what I'm trying to explain.
Not him, trust me. He's just pure fucking evil.
Yeah. No, that sounds, really bad. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
He is. The thing is, he's actually kind of fucking supernatural in a way, because no matter what happens, everybody always wants to be around him, everybody wants to know him. He knows exactly what to say to everyone he talks to make them feel like they want to know him. People just give him money, like, he'll take an Uber somewhere with, like, somebody he knows, one of the family members he knows, and he'll convince the Uber guy to go pull out $500 and give it to him. The guy doesn't even know who he is.
What the heck? Jeez.
That's what they call the gift of gab, but it's, the reason why he's able to do it is because he has an 100% photographic memory. 100%. Every single thing he hears, everything he sees, he remembers exactly the way it was, exactly. So that's how he does this, is every tiny little itty bitty thing that you would think is not important, that would be like a movement or a gesture, you know know how people, the card players, they have tells, certain things they do that you can tell if they're bluffing. Well, for him, life is the card game, and he's the ultimate fucking person where he can tell when, what it is that makes people tick. And
so he's like,
yeah.
So I guess to relate it to this game, he's like more like ball in this game or something like that.
Yeah, but he's definitely not that cool.
But not that cool.
No, Mullet Ball is pretty fucking cool. I guess in a way, I guess like Mullet Ball, but you know what it is? It's different. You know what it is when people see him and they're around him, their lives, they're struggling, and then they see him drop money like he doesn't give a fuck with no regrets, and that's a part of the attraction, is that they want so bad to be that way also, and he without even trying can convince people that they can do exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's buying like people's souls almost in a way, maybe.
It's bad, man. It's really bad. He's never gotten in trouble for it, though. Jeez. Which is astonishing, because he's always somehow got himself out of it.
Where are those bumbling fools?
But I don't have to say what he did to me. You know, I'm not fucking protected him anymore. I was his bodyguard when I was younger for many years. Many years. And then my back went bad.
You're like, nope, not anymore, man.
He abandoned me, yeah. He was just like, can't deal with that. It's alright. Snooze, you lose. And I had a little retirement box saved up, and he didn't give it to me. But that's not as bad as what he did with his car. That's worse. Because that retirement box, he was just saying he was going to give it to me. It's not like he took it from me. You know what I mean? That's different than the car situation, where now I have $1,000 a month payment for 8 years. Basically, he's robbing me $1,000 a month for 8 years. I had a fully paid off car. There was no reason to get it. There's no reason.
Yeah, but it's kind of just like talking into you. It's like, oh, you really need his car type thing or whatever.
Well, he told me that he basically, besides the fact that he knew people that were in the business for 25 years, in the limo business, he told me that he spends himself $4,000 a month just on another person driving him around. So he's like, at the very least, you would have your car payment, double your car payment, just from him. And he never, ever had me drive him after I got the deal. Not even one time did I drive him, anyway. His excuse was that it's just times are rough at the moment. You know, you can't do it. But they're not for him. You know, he's still going to strip clubs, going to other countries, got 12 girlfriends. You know, times are just tough for me. Like I said, if he tries to come visit me up here, then he's gonna get something that he deserves. One time somebody was gonna hurt him really bad, and I stopped it from happening. And well, now that I think about it, I should have just let it happen. Because, you know, my family like hates me because I did that. Because the way I defended him, it was done in front of his sister and his mother, and the person it was done to was his sister's ex-boyfriend, and I guess they felt really bad for him. And then after the way I reacted to him trying to assault my cousin, it was very brutal, and I don't think they ever got over it. So they just don't. They just kind of hate me secretly. They don't say it out loud, but I know they do. And then the guy ended up dying 10 years later. So it's like 5-point palms, exploding heart technique, and then depression, and then death after 10 years. Like, they completely blame me for the whole thing.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
It's not my fault. He's, you know, turned into a drug addict. I mean, I'm not here to remoralize people. You know what I'm saying? Besides, he really did attack my cousin too. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin was getting out of the car, and he ran over and just started punching on him before he even got out of the car. So I slid over the car, and I put my foot behind his legs and grabbed him by the throat. He was actually like 6'7", this guy. I'm only 5'8", and I put him on the floor, and I had him by the throat for like a good while, and he couldn't get up. He felt like a baby in my arms, but I was so angry that he did that. I didn't even know he hit my cousin, that I was just like fucking screaming at this guy that was on the floor. And the tiny little things that I did to him, which were very small amounts of force, it seemed to do a lot of damage, and I saw that that's what was happening, so I kept stopping what I was doing. Like, I punch him a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, this is really hurting him, I can't do that. And like, bang his head against the ground a little bit, and that was really hurting him, I can't do that. And so I didn't really hurt him like how I could have hurt him, but it looked brutal to them. And then when the fight ended, I was still so fucking, when I let him up, I was still so angry that it happened. And they were all like, on him, like, oh, you're okay, and all that stuff. I was so fucking furious. This is a long time ago this happened. I just fucking football kicked this motherfucker in the side of his face so fucking hard that he fucking literally just became sober in an instant and just fucking looked right at me like he was, and it was really bad. And then my aunt called the police on me to send me to jail, and I had to go back to the house to talk to the police, and I fucking flipped the switch on them, and I completely talked to the police because they're not even writing our names down. They were just like, well, he has to go to the hospital, so if you agree not to come back to this house for 30 days, then we're not even going to take your names or nothing like that. But he couldn't press charges or anything like that because he was drunk and high on Percocet at the same time. And he was in a car when this whole thing started. So theoretically, he could have gotten in trouble for DUI. So I guess his agreement was he doesn't get in trouble for that. He gets driven to the hospital by my cousin, his ex-girlfriend. And then for me, the deal was I have to stay away from my aunt's house for 30 days. But everybody thought that I had like a really bad back at the time. So the way that it happened, everybody was like, you fucking lying piece of shit, you don't have a bad back. But that's not the case. It's just that the bad back thing didn't matter. Because somebody was attacking my family.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah, weird situation, really. May you rest in peace. But to be honest, he took the easy way out because, well, I mean, not over 10 years is not that easy. Because life is pretty rough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty rough.
If you're headed to Crescia, you need to know there was trouble there.
I wouldn't mind taking the easy way out myself. But I got fucking a necromancer to get max fucking factions, yeah. So there ain't no time for death, right? I kind of feel like I might have grabbed that one already, actually. I'm so tired of doing this right now. Do you want to do a dungeon?
Yeah, I might honestly doing nothing at the moment. Just rambling around.
I'm so fucking tired of doing this right now, dude. I really am. I've been doing this all day. You want to hear how far I got?
Yeah, you want.
Shit. Mages Guild about 8 2/3. You gotta understand that yesterday I was Mages Guild like 2. So just imagine how many lore books I've picked up in the last couple of days.
You've just been spending like so many hours just grinding, just finding lore books and stuff?
Yeah, it's the only way to really do it. But I need to get it to 10, and then Undaunted needs to be 10, but that's taking its sweet time too. That's only 5.5 right now. I don't seem to be getting any Undaunted achievements from Delves for some reason. I mean, like any experience for Undaunted from Delves. I thought Delves gave you Undaunted experience. What the fuck happened?
What's everybody doing?
Hey, we're about to do a dungeon, Harris.
Are you guys full or?
No. No. But, I wanted to do a dungeon where it's one I haven't done, so we might have to manually enter a dungeon. If it, you know, since it's level 25, I don't think you're gonna pull up a dungeon I haven't done yet. But let's see if we can get another person in the guild to come. Let me figure out which dungeon first, though. Hold on. Dungeons. Oh, the pledges. That's what we'll do, right? And since I have 3 at the moment, we'll do mine, and then we'll do the next 3.
I have to switch to my other character in, right?
No. I don't think so. Well,
I'm only level 25.
Yeah, but it will just manually enter.
Alright, I guess.
Puma, what kind of character are you bringing with you? What is it?
I was grabbing my Stamplar, I guess.
Okay. Harris,
If you're okay with that, but
you're a Magcro, Harris?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I don't have a rotation set up yet. I was gonna go on YouTube and grab one later.
I'm gonna try to find someone for normal Voluntel. Because you still get good Undaunted for doing it on normal. Voluntel is one of my mistakes.
I'm gonna try to get Outcast's build on his Magica Necro.
There's not a lot of options. They're all the same.
Yeah.
There isn't. There really isn't. There's only really one way to do it. I did a lot of research today. There's only one way.
Did you look up Outcast's build or?
It's exactly the same as the other guy that did the curse build. But like I said, there isn't a lot of options with this character. But mostly you use your abilities, which I do like. You know, like you're not using like all these staff abilities and shit. Pretty much the only staff ability you use is Wall of Elements. Block here elements.
And you still think it's your best character?
Not yet. I gotta get all those factions up before I can even hit the target dummy properly. But I think I think I'm gonna make it my best character. I like it the best, but my sorcerer can do 48,000 damage a second.
Alright.
It's hard to compare to that, but I hope I can do that with this character. Alright. Here come the invites. Derp, back to the chat.
Should I travel to you, Nightmare, or no?
No. Not yet. Back
Your chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got your man.
Ralph is gonna come with us. That's good. I haven't played with him in a long time. Remember Ralph? Shit, Ralph is the one.
I'm the one. I'm the one.
Can't do more than 5 seconds without getting copyright protection bullshit. Alright, so let me think. If I'm gonna be running this dungeon, I gotta make sure that I won't die. So we'll do that.
How are you gonna do that? Make sure you have your ability set up?
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up so I can heal myself.
The Warden's a pretty good build for that too.
Absolutely. Abso-fantastic-a-lootly. Alright, so, you know what? The one thing I don't like about this setup that I just found is that the champion point spread has nothing in Bastion, but he just gave you champion points that you need to do trials. So he has 81 in Ironclad, so when you get smacked by a boss, you don't fucking die instantly. But I don't know, man. I think you gotta have something in Bastion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, do you want me to like change my brawls to healer or something even though I'm not a healer? Because once we like queue up for a dungeon or whatever.
Wait, how are you gonna do that if you're stamina? Do you have?
I'm saying like.
Do you got whatchamacallit? What's it called? Vigor? You have vigor?
Yeah, I do have vigor.
Yeah,
at least.
Just use that. You know, that'll keep us alive. Vigor's fucking amazing. Vigor's cray.
No, I said like because it like so then like it thinks that so that it allows us in even though the TPS. But
no. We have to manually enter because levels are too low. It won't let us. It won't let me use the Q finder, unfortunately.
Yep. I'll just change my thing as a healer, even though I'm not technically here, but okay.
Yeah,
Let me know when I want to teleport to you.
I will, for sure.
5.
Pull the boss in 5. Alright, Ralph didn't take the invite. Let me try it again. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he switched.
Let me see if there's any new mounts. Dragon Scale Crate. Not gonna list how much.
No, not Dragon Scale. Wait till the next one. It's coming out a little bit later. Soon it's coming out.
What is it?
Something beginning with an O. I don't remember.
Are they crates or what? Like a mount?
It's a new crown crate. We're gonna be given them because we played yesterday. So we're gonna get given these new crates, and then they'll come into the store later. They always do that, you know that. They do a little thing where they'll like play the game on this day, and we'll give you some crates. So that's about to activate. I'm not sure when, but we'll get some free crates.
Yesterday.
You didn't play yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Shit. I didn't even know about it until today, but I didn't play because of it. I played because I have no life outside this game whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I really need to get my inventory.
Alright, travel to me. Alright, guys. Shit's about to go down.
Hello.
Hey, Harris, how you doing, man? Long time. Long time.
Yeah. Nightmare abandoning us. For Fallout 76.
No, that's not what happened. Fallout 76 was just a game that you can play, and then at any second you can just stop playing it. That's not the way this game is. Not when you're in a guild, you know. But I had my wife here for 2 years. Remember?
Oh yeah. She's still there?
No, that's done. So I'm back now officially.
Okay. Let's see. This like a daily.
What do you think of my new look, right?
Looks awesome, man.
You look like superheroes, you and I. Actually, I could change the lipstick though. I don't know about
I was thinking.
Huh?
I have a different character, but I haven't really been using them yet. But they're almost to like rank 50, so I could probably get into champion rank. But I was thinking about maybe changing the class on that, making a necromancer. Since I don't know.
Did you see I changed my name?
Everybody's doing chest farms.
I did a name change.
Hey, have you guys done the chest farm? Or have you guys been doing it?
Chest what?
Chest farm.
What, in the new trial?
Yeah.
No.
There's a way you can pretty much skip the whole thing and just go to the end.
Yeah, I'm not too big on that stuff. Things have happened before where I was involved in stuff like that, but it's not necessarily my forte, you know.
Does it boost your levels?
Oh no, you just get all the gear without having to
kill
all the bosses. You just kill some ads and then go straight to the end of the map.
You do it on vet too, so you get like all the good shit. But you still can't get. I mean, it doesn't matter because you could turn your jewelry fucking yellow now with upgrades. So you're pretty much in a situation where, there we go. That's better, right?
Yeah, that's true. Or that's true. You could just people running on both vet and normal. Whichever one works for you, yeah, because you can turn early. Oh my god. Wait, are you guys already in there?
Yeah, travel to me. We can't use the group finder. We got people too low level here.
That's crazy. You guys were in there. Nobody told me anything. I'm just running around killing zombies.
Oh.
I need this XP.
No, well, don't worry. It's not the only dungeon we're doing.
Oh, you
I just want to
okay.
do the ones that I have for the pledge, and it's going to be 3, and then another 3, and then another 3. No, just 2 3. So we're doing 6 right now in a row. So we have to do it quick before everybody falls asleep.
Oh, I just got off of work. I ain't going to sleep.
I gotta go work 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, but it's tobacco shop, so I really don't need energy. Stupid ass job, boring as shit. Low ass pay, terrible. So many tobacco products, you just want to fucking stop smoking.
Yeah, if they're all gonna be on normal, I'll run them all with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to complicate things. Make it nice and simple, get all that undaunted experience, you know?
Guys, one app. Oh yeah, I need to grab the pledges too, so yeah, just let me know the next time when we can grab pledges and all. Shit, I keep doing the wrong fucking...
You're tougher than I thought. Let's see how you handle this. Here it is.
Some reason I don't feel like I do that enough for me.
Well,
Has it? Yes, sir.
whoa, what the fuck? Did you just... Was that just me, or did he come running up like a motherfucking football player? Did you guys see that shit? That dude came right after me. He was like, necromancer, fuck you up.
My magic recovery is terrible. Like I was watching your stream earlier, Nightmare.
Yeah.
You have good magic recovery. It recovers fast. Like you never run out at all.
I do a lot of heavy attacks though. If I don't, it does run out. Like my recovery right now is 1135. This character at endgame will have about 2000 on its own, so you'll have good recovery at the end. But I don't have the proper sets. You need crit.
This thing once I get my champion points.
Mother Sorrow Burning Spellweave is a really good setup. You'll have a 100% chance to crit on anything that has 25% or less health.
Alright. So it looks like we need to run some City of Ashes.
Well,
And
I
then get some
kind of have my Burning Spellweave, but this character doesn't have any fire abilities, so you have to use the Fire Staff. And as much as I like the Fire Staff, you can't make up for the heavy attack with the Lightning Staff, running people through punches and shit. You know, it's just too good. It's better for not running out of magic with Lightning Staff. All I really need to do is just 2 abilities. Slap that down, slap this down, and hold down this button, everything's fucked up. But my really hard hitting shit, I don't even have on my bar right now. Like the skull is the thing. And then, but I'm not even using it. Like, it's direct
Wait, I got
damage.
to Raya. Wait.
Go ahead.
Wow, I'm lagged. I'm glitched now.
Well, let me check on my food because I'm cooking at the same time. Yeah, it's good. I don't think it's burning.
What's going on? It won't let me go through the doors.
You're in here already. What the fuck you talking about? Oh no, you're not. Just do a dodge roll away from it, and then it's got your glitch.
Dodge roll away to keep the doctor away.
And then try hiding, pointing towards the door. You're glitched in combat.
Let me see.
Hey, this
My
is
XP
provisioning. This one's
XP
provisioning.
is running out.
If anybody wants to get it, this is provisioning level.
How do you know that, Nightmare?
It's the same for everybody that's in your group. But they are random, so...
Oh, I just got clothing off of this one.
Yeah, but... Really? Which one?
That one right there gave me clothing level 2. One of these gave me clothing level 2.
Alright, I didn't get that. That's weird.
Unless it just gives me that automatically. You got any XP scrolls for sale? Or potions or whatever?
I wish I could give you the scrolls. I have too many.
I'll buy the potions from you if you're selling them at a decent rate for guild members.
Oh. Do you have any for sale, Puma?
Not at the moment, which I have like one of my suppliers taking a little while to give me some stock up again with like supplies I need.
I just been buying like the 150s for 20k.
Yeah, I actually saw them 15k each. They actually dropped prices. They're now normally cheapest prices 17.5k, but I saw them 15k since I know a guy that sells it there that's really cheap.
Harris, I got a lot of dungeons to run. So
but I don't know, it's really competitive in the market.
I'm on my way back.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have that much time.
Oh no, yeah, I'm right here.
Whatever we're doing, if you miss something, it'll be done again in the future, trust me.
I can come back up.
We gotta beat volleyball.
Don't even know what that means.
It's fallen fell, said by a worst nightmare. What about to roll out?
Is this good for XP though?
Yeah, provided we don't wait for massively long periods of time. You gotta go quick. Don't forget, you gotta talk to people as part of your quest. That's more important than following us.
Oh shit, I don't even quest.
Well, whoever does. Like I said, I'm not in a situation where I can... See, my character didn't get to its peak yet, so I'm in a situation where my time... I'm trying to crunch shit in, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I mean, I came in at the end.
I got so much work to do with this fucking character, it's not even fun yet.
So much work, so little time. Oh shit, no.
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh wow, the boss will be right there.
Things got steamy real quick.
Oh shit.
I'm right behind you, Puma.
You sound a little different, by the way.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Probably because I gained like 10 pounds.
Yeah, I can hear the fat in your voice. No, I'm kidding.
You hear the fat in my voice?
Oh, no, I'm kidding. No, it's just...
You're still skinny, though.
It's 2 years, though. In 2 years, your voice changes a little bit, you know?
It could be the headset, too. I'm not, like, right next to the mic. But...
You sound more like a Ralph 26 now.
But I'm 31.
Alright. Calm down, old man. Have you reached that age yet where, you know, you take a look at yourself in the mirror, and you're basically
not this again.
All the time, bro. Shit. Keep screwing up my bar spot. Because my abilities aren't. Good luck. Don't do anything. Don't hold luck. Check. If you have to talk to the person that's behind us, quest, so.
Ooh, yeah, you say. Wait, you put a share at the quest. Just thought about that.
Can you?
Like now, no, yeah, I think so, right? Or no, that's in the beginning when we first come in.
Yeah. But, like I said, we're gonna be back, don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's not a big deal, like I said, yeah. Because I'll eventually do this again. I'll start back doing dailies.
All I do is run dungeons. Once this character becomes maxed out, that's how I practice the character. I have to keep running dungeons over and over and over. Alright, so just tank the boss. You like this instruction? Whoa. Alright. Okay. Almost like that. Yes. Ah, son of a bitch. Good job on the DPS, god damn. It sounds like you still completed the quest. It sounds like it. So you gotta wait for a woman to come over here. And click that thing and she'll come over here. And then in order to turn the quest in, you come back here and go through this door. And then you'll turn it in. I'm gonna head to the next dungeon. And when you're done turning it in, you should be able to leave. Hopefully it'll drop you out of combat. If not, you can go and jump over the hill and manually exit the dungeon. Because you're actually kind of near the exit when you go up the hill through the door. You just jump down. Alright, so what's the next one? Let's see. Elden Hollow 2. That's going to be a little rough, but we're going to make it work, alright?
Alright.
Any number 2 can be rough.
That's what she said.
Depending on whether or not you're in love, you know what I'm saying?
That's all that matters. I know
Ralph
nothing.
is the one, bro.
I know nothing about love.
It's a waste of time. Just buy crowns.
Just buy crowns. Let me know. Oh, you're already in the dungeon. Okay, here I come. Hey,
if you're done with the quest, travel to Nanya.
Yeah, traveling to you right now. While I try to get this shrimp that I'm cooking in order without burning it. The quest should pop when we get in, right?
I already did it, so I can't.
Oh, you can't.
But if you get in, you see the quest is there. Wait till everybody's here before you do it.
Before I grab it?
Yeah, this way they have an opportunity to get it.
Oh, okay.
So if it's available to you, just wait until you see the other 3 players.
You cannot jump while in combat.
Yeah, I thought that might be an issue.
It's true.
Yeah, Harris had an enemy that was pissed at him from the beginning that never died, and it's over in a corner somewhere, just fucking being a dick. Alright, so what you could do, there's several things you could do. You could just leave the group or they teleport you out and come back in. Or you can go out the exit, and then you'll be out of combat when you get outside. I'll re-invite you though, if you want. Alright, that's it. We need a replacement for Harris Boy.
Then it has to be completely white, right? For the shrimp to be cooked all the way through?
Yeah, don't fuck around with shrimp. Make sure. You don't want to mess around with shrimp. The bugs of the sea. I love lobster so much. Why does lobster taste so fucking good? And what purpose does it have to have a tail with that much muscle? Doesn't even get used for anything.
Lobster is good.
Lobster is designed to be eaten by humans.
Crab is good.
Yeah, but lobster's the best because the tail. There's so much
salmon.
say I like that.
Yeah, bro, I'm going on like straight seafood. I stopped eating ground beef, pork. It's either tuna, lobster, tilapia, salmon.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing salads and fish. That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. Yeah, I just take lettuce, I pour some honey on it.
But I'm always hungry now, though. Without the beef,
honey.
Always hungry.
I
dream about food.
It's been the invite nightmare.
Get you some chicken.
Alright, Ralph, get yourself back in the chow-chow.
I'm right here.
I meant Paris Bus now. I was looking at Ralph's name when I said that. Thinking about her, he sounds more like a Ralph 24.
Well, what had happened was...
You got anything new on here? Let's see. What's this?
You see the invite?
Oh, we know that one. What's this one's invite?
I think this stuff's almost done. Cooked so many pieces. Oh, wait, I got lemonade. Can I drink it all? Oh,
Yeah, on my own time. Hell yeah.
Alright, here's his in the group. We're out of quest.
No, he's gotta be in the dungeon. You know that.
Alright, here's his in the dungeon. We're out of quest.
No, you gotta wait until he does it. Okay, come on.
No, he grabbed it. I don't have anything on this character.
Unfucking believable. You guys don't even know what to tell.
How do you like the Necromancer, Raymond?
I like it so far as my favorite.
Yeah, it's open. I've heard people getting like 90 DPS. Can you confirm that?
No.
90k DPS for what?
On a target dummy, but that's not. That's not just in comparison to the way we used to do the damage test. That's on a dummy that has every debuff and gives you every buff. There's a new dummy that has every debuff and gives you every buff, and you'll never be in a situation where you have all that. And that's where people are getting that number, and that's not the number they're getting with the magic one either. That's the one with the stamina version.
Magic does worse. It's even worse.
No. Right now, stamina is stronger than magic in all fronts. I mean, yeah, stamina is stronger than that one. All fronts. At the moment. Sundown.
So, why don't you do stamina
I still went with magic anyway. Because I don't play the game according to what it is. Yeah, I like... Listen, I didn't pick the race because this race boosts the damage the best. I picked it because this ship looked the hardest, right? Huh? It's Dunmer.
What race is it?
Dark Elf. I was able to make a pretty Dark Elf, so to me that's more important than all other shit. I don't play the game like other people. Yeah, but I will make it work. I will. My sork right now is 48k.
No, don't run it away from my...
On that other dummy, not the good dummy, it's 48k. Not the good dummy. The regular dummy. The stamina captures are getting like 65,000 on the regular dummy. 65k. That's still very, very high. What that looks like in the dungeon is insane. Spartacus has a very strong Stam Necro. Spartacus. He's back at the guild.
That guy's still around?
Yeah. Came back.
Because he's a
he left and came back?
Well, at one point something happened and the way I was handling it was a little too mean to him. And so we've gone our separate ways. But I don't feel that way about things anymore. With my attitude change comes a revitalized friendship. Besides, I never really was that mad at him. The guy gave 5 million gold to the guild at one time. Just handed me 5 million.
Shit, wish I even had 100,000. Shit, man, giving out 5 million.
I used 4.5 million on Khajiit strippers, and then the other 500,000 went to the guild. I'm gonna make it work though, this character. But there is one thing. The magic character is about crit. So Mother Sorrow is your set. That's what you need. Mother Sorrow. If you're gonna be magic.
You need what? Mother Sorrow?
Yeah. The one that I swore I would never use when it came out, remember? I swore up and down. Well, because it's just crit, 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 and crit. And I was like, I don't need that shit. I have a character that has 0 bonuses to crit, and it was doing 43,000 damage per second. So I didn't fall into the hype. But this character can have higher crit bonus damage than anything in this game right now. Especially with the Sigil Order. Ability from Sigil Order. So you end up having, you don't need max magic or spell power. What you really need is to crit all the time. And that's why it comes in handy to have the Mother Sorrow. Because then you end up...
How do you get that armor?
It's found in the zone, so it's not hard to get. All you gotta do is just go there and kill shit and find it. Do the delves, do the other dungeons.
Yeah, you can either find or pay for whichever one's fastest.
And you can buy it. I'm sure you can buy ones with the traits you want from like, traders and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The expensive pieces are like the staff, but all the body pieces shouldn't be expensive. Chest. That's what I'm gonna do, because my body piece is necropotent at the moment. I'd use that instead of, because that's, I feel like that's my best gear at the moment. But I want to replace my body pieces, except the head and the shoulder, all with Mother Sorrow, and then I don't need the expensive staff. The staff is the thing that's hundreds of thousands. If not 500,000, the perfect trade. So.
Yeah, you better off just transmuting it. So it's spending 500,000.
No, even the wrong trade is like 200k. The wrong trade. I know.
Well, now I know what to sell my staff of Mother Sorrows for.
Oh, you have one?
No, I'm saying if I get one.
I'll take that. No, okay. It's worth nothing. It's okay.
You could have it because I'm doing a lot for me.
No, I'm kidding, I don't want the staff. I need the body pieces.
I'm trying to see if I should even drop my roast man.
The staff I'm gonna use is probably gonna end up being the one that comes from, that trial, the new trial. Is like a false god. That's what they're saying is the best set. Mother Sorrow mixed with False God is the best.
Magic, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you get those two sets going, and zones, believe it or not, the zones helmet, which I have, the head and the shoulder, heavy and medium, so I already got that down. But they're saying that if you have Mother Sorrow 5 set, and then you have False God 5 set, and then you have 2 zones, you end up not being able to beat that with any of the sets. That's the best you can get from Magic.
What's the set opposite of Scoria?
You mean the one from part 1? It's the one that when you put on a shield, it lobs a fireball?
No. The set that, you know, the one where it increases your spell damage by 20 points in the stacks? The opposite of the Soria set from everybody going ham chest. They go ham on it because it's getting patched tomorrow.
The opposite of Scoria? What's getting patched tomorrow?
Oh, no, that chest farm shit. My other guilds are going crazy about it right now.
I don't even know.
No, there's a stamp set. So you know what Soria, right? It's from Cloud Rest. That one set where the Mantle of Soria, whatever Soria, whatever.
I don't even know anything about it, man.
It's a set that increases. It's a set that increases your damage. So you have to like sit in a circle, and every time you do a light attack, it keeps increasing your damage. It stacks up to what, like 600 spell damage, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a stamp set that does the exact same thing.
That sounds dangerous having to stand still like that, though.
Well, I mean, you can step into the circle, and then you have to sleep and step out, but you have to keep touching it like every 5 seconds here? Some shit like that. But every time you do a light attack, it'll automatically reappear into you after so many seconds. It's one of the best in slot sets in terms of damage.
You guys are doing a lot of fucking damage right now. That can't be old me. It can't. There's no way. There's no way.
It can't be me. I'm not even champion level yet.
It might be Harris.
I don't know who it is.
It might be Harris.
No, it's not me.
Okay, so my strength is done. Let me turn this off.
I feel like I'm barely doing damage.
Read the book.
You said do what, man?
What?
Wait, what was that?
You said do what?
Read the book. It's a joke. No, I'm back. Pull a boss in 5? He's gonna stop the yard, so be prepared for that. Alright?
Hey, graveyard.
Here comes the stomp. Put on your shield if you have it. Open your beer if you got it.
Hey, what's the necromancer shield?
What's the necromancer what?
Shield. Do they have one?
No, you have to use harness magic.
Harness, where's that at?
Really, who's doing this damage? This can't be me. Is this me? Who's doing this damage? That guy died really fast, man. Harris, did you just blow yourself up to kill the boss?
I was dead on the second one.
Nah. That was Harris, definitely. Definitely Harris did all that. Alright, to turn the question, the portal's gonna open over here. I'm gonna head to the next dungeon. I'm gonna try to keep this moving. I'm dead serious about doing 6 dungeons. Alright, now, here's the thing. The next dungeon, it's March of Sacrifices. I've never done it before. Never done it before. Anybody done it?
Nope. So you say go through the portal, right?
Yes, go through the portal, turn your quest. Alright, this is gonna be your first time.
Which section is harness magica in?
The light armor tree.
Light armor. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the morph. The morph that gives you magic back when you get hit by a spell. And I tried using the other morph that gives you a stronger shield, but then you just run out of magic. Fucking pointless. Pointless if you're just not gonna be able to cast the spell.
Well, I can't persuade him, so you need the version. Wow, sorry.
Alright, travel to me whenever you're ready.
Alright, so now I'm gonna throw my strength into this bow.
This is all new for me, man. All motherfucking new.
Wait, you said it's in light armor harness magica?
Yeah.
Well, all I see is
what is that icon? Something just pop up out. Is it in first or something?
What was that?
Is it spell warding?
There's only one ability in the light armor tree.
Oh, is it amulet?
Yeah, it turns into harness magica later.
Oh.
When you morph it. It morphs quickly too. It'll probably be morphed at the end of this dungeon, to be honest.
Okay, so
that's it. You're gonna use that as an ultimate? Take away the skeleton guy and Ravenous Goliath?
Well,
No, it's not.
at the end of all things, if you're going to be a magic character, you're gonna obviously have media on your main bar, but the back bar is probably gonna be the thing that pops up out of the ground and bangs the floor, the whatever it's called. But I like using the other one for running through the dungeons, because when you use it, you're completely and utterly fucking invincible. The Ravenous Goliath.
Oh, that help? Yeah. I don't have the DLC.
Oh.
What?
Wait, so what character are you playing right now?
I'm doing elsewhere.
So you do got
what class are you playing? Oh, you mean you can't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you want me to read the book?
No,
can we just save it for last?
You can't just get ESO Plus? This is the last. You can't just get ESO Plus? Right now?
Ooh.
For $15?
Do I have crown points? You can get it with crown points, right?
No. They won't let you do that.
I can't do it right now. Alright, I'll just leave.
I wonder if I can gift ESO Plus.
No, that's fine, Nightmare. You don't have to do that.
I'll take it.
Shit, man.
I don't want you spending your money.
Listen, when somebody offers you a gift, you just say yes.
But I don't know. I don't want
always err on the side of yes, I think, right? I think that's what I got from Lethal Weapon. Whatever the hell that lady said. Or can we do this dungeon last? Is there any other dungeons we can do?
Technically speaking, this is the last.
Oh,
because then I'm just gonna grab the other three, you know?
Yeah, let me see if I could. Which one is it? Is it Horns of Reach?
Can you buy it with crowns?
Yeah, but I need to know which DLC it is.
I'm not sure.
Somebody Google. It's the quickest way to get the answer.
I don't know, nowadays there's so much misinformation on there.
What's the dungeon called?
Here it is, DLC. It's called March of some shit. It might be the Wolf Hunter. Oh no, that's a bundle. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I got plus, so. How many crowns you got?
Alright,
I think it is the Wolf Hunter, but I'm not sure though.
It doesn't gift. I can gift the bundle to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause you can buy with crowns.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say that it has that dungeon. Hold on. No. Salt Moonhunter Keep. Blah blah. The realm of hunting ground. Complete fierce inspiration. March of Sacrifices. Yeah. Get the Wolf Hunter thing. You see it? Wolf Hunter download content?
That's it?
That'll get you in here.
Alright.
I just confirmed it. I just looked it up.
Yeah, I just bought it.
Now, can he access it
wasn't
instantly?
the right one. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he can. Give it like, it'll take like 15 seconds to register. You don't have to close the game anymore like you used to have to.
Let me see what I got from this bundle now.
I got something cool besides that, anyway.
When I bought elsewhere, they gave me the pre-order stuff, which is awesome.
You gain access to new outfits, costumes, skins, and Werewolf Behemoth Sigil Memento. You unlock
that damn gas
item
mask.
sets, achievements, monster masks, and the coaster and borrow the Werewolf Behemoth. So, and more. In the realm of hunted grounds, yeah, and then you get to 200.
When are they ever gonna bring that gas mask out again?
Get your ass in this dungeon, alright?
Alright.
We have 3 more to do after this. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Right now.
Once my connection maxed on all my faction shit, it won't be like this, and time won't really matter.
Are there the new pledges for those last 3 we're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to get the new ones. It's going to be today's. So it would be prudent for all of us for you guys to drop whatever you got. Go there, turn whatever you got in, drop whatever you got, get the new ones, and then we'll all get credit for the next one. But this is definitely specifically to get my Undaunted up. I need that 2 out of 2 Undaunted medal.
I don't like that motion trap.
Alright, you guys ready? The quest seems to be up ahead.
Now, Nightmare, would I have to switch to my champion characters in order to do the not the Undaunted, in order to do the pledges?
Yeah, but you can still go with us just to get levels.
Yeah, you can run them all on normal, right?
Yeah, that's right. I don't have time to try to do things on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's gonna take too long.
Alright, so I guess it's supposed to go in here.
Yeah, you're walking flank steak.
No, I've never been here. So if anybody knows anything about this place, feel free to...
Bro, I still got content from all the DLCs and expansions that I haven't done.
Oh shoot, I'm about to die.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I had to jump off because it never told me.
Man, I thought you'd leave where you can sit.
The brain thing wasn't working for me.
Okay.
That was all you.
Alright, whoever's got vigor, you're definitely going to want to start using that shit. I can tell this place is going to be brutal. Looks like this is our first boss. Nope, it's just a regular fucking bear. We're all going to die.
Are you streaming right now, man?
Always. Everybody's gonna know that you're hardcore, the way you just bought that download content just to play with it. That's some hardcore.
So you keep you keep all your videos separate from the PlayStation, or just go to your YouTube channel?
No, only on the YouTube.
Do you ever go back and watch them, or just?
I've never watched one of my own videos in my entire life, and I used to have over 3,000. But I did delete them all because I was trying to use my YouTube channel to advertise my cleaning company, and I figured I can't have video games on there, so I deleted all of them. And now I kind of regret it because there was some pretty good moments hidden away in there that nobody knew how to access, so they were still there somewhere.
If you upload videos on YouTube, can't you download them on YouTube?
Theoretically, I do have access to do that because they're mine, but you can only turn to MP3 normally.
Are you gonna have to reconvert them to something else?
Yeah, I don't think you can YouTube to MP4, only because the whole thing about it not being copyrighted, it is copyrighted, all that shit. It's very confusing. But the way they settled on it is you can YouTube to MP3, but you can't YouTube to MP4. They say people can't just copy like TV shows and shit. Remember, YouTube has a paid subscription version of this service. Chop.
Damn, he hit me for 57K?
Yeah, I tried to stop him from doing that.
Wait, did you get hit for 57K too, man?
No, actually, they just stopped attacking me for some reason.
Keep their sisters separated. Okay, so...
Keep touching that. Ah, shit. Didn't have that second dodge roll.
Okay, where you at? Wait, why'd they just stop attacking like that?
I think we're leaving the island. You know, we gotta stay on the
island. We gotta stay on the island. Oh,
okay. Fuckers.
Yeah, so I guess kill them one at a time?
I don't know. I don't even know if we can do this.
Lock that damn attack.
Which might be a dungeon where we can't do it without a proper tank.
Well, you blocked the attack, right? When she,
we can't block it.
So dodge roll?
You can dodge roll through him, to the other side of him, and you can walk away from him. And you won't get it.
So we killed this first one that has like, oh yeah, you can't block that. Oh goddamn. I tried. It was for half the damage this time though.
Whoa, what the?
Okay, so yeah, we have to kill him one at a time. Long story short, and just dodge the fucking thing, because I did try to block it like an idiot. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but if this is the first boss though, we need like proper group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like think about it.
I guess it does.
If we were in the prison, or, you know what I'm saying, like this wouldn't be an issue. In like the ICP, the prison. But this is new content, and new content they're not doing it lightly where you don't have to have a tank. Even Mazatan, you don't need no fucking tank. You know? I got no taunt if I wanted to make sure the guy that kills us one hit. I got no taunt to prevent it. Because what we should do, what I would do is this. I would split us up. Somebody has to interrupt the healer. Somebody has to interrupt the bow and arrow person. And somebody has to make sure that they don't get killed by the guy with the sword and the shield.
I could take the healer. Because I'm using level 22 gear right now.
I think that's the way you have to do this fight. So why don't we do this? I'll try to handle the dude on the right. Go ahead and highlight. One of you highlight the dude in the middle and the dude on the left, and try to kill the bow and arrow guy first this time. But one of you has to remain on that healer to stop him from healing the bow and arrow guy. All right? I'm gonna try to handle the guy on the right.
I'll take the healer just because I feel like I got the weakest character right now, just due to me using level 22 gear. So they didn't make stronger gear.
I'm taking aim.
Shit.
No.
I used my ultimate. I don't see why it didn't happen.
Oh wait, I got an ability that can pick you up.
I think one of those bubbles is silence.
Hold on. This should help. Oh shit, it's not working.
Yeah, silence. One of the bubbles is silence. Yeah, there's a method to this. Yeah. It can't be done without a proper grip. Just hit square. This one's gonna have to wait. I'm going to Grotwood to switch out the quest. I'll let you know when I'm there. So now you got the content for no reason, Harris. Just so you know.
It's all good.
Shit. Can you fucking believe this shit? Don't be too angry about it, alright? Don't go full-blown fucking Schwarzenegger. Travel to me.
Going right now.
Harris, just because you bought that content, I am personally going to make sure that you come with me, and we're going to be doing that shit very soon, maybe even tomorrow, both the new dungeons, just so you didn't feel like you did that for no reason, alright?
It's no problem, man. I'll eventually get it done.
Do you have a champion level character, Harris?
No.
Yeah.
Is your champion level character a tank?
No, he's like a healer.
Is he a healer or is he a healer? Does any of you have a tank? Not that I wouldn't want to use my tank.
Nah, I don't have. I haven't used my sword and shield character.
Because if we had the proper group with the proper tank, it would be. You know who has a tank? That new guy I just made gear for today. He could be our tank for this. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead in the future, Harris. We'll try to make it as similar as we can for the group. This character obviously wants the Undaunted experience for doing it before I reach max level. Otherwise, I would go ahead and just use the tank that I have. I still could. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't like playing other classes and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. No problem.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
because
problem, right?
we all had champion level characters, we would have burnt them down really quick. I got my little temple.
Not necessarily. I don't think they would have died fast. I think it's just that we wouldn't have died instantly, you know?
Yeah.
I still think they're tough in their own way. Remember, that's no joke new content. Every time they come out with something new, it's always harder than the last thing. Ruins of Mazatlan and Cradle of Shitstones was harder.
Were they one-shotting you?
What was that?
Were they one-shotting you with your champion level character?
Yeah, because I'm not a tank.
Oh, so we need a champion.
That dungeon is not designed for you to do it without having a little bit more of a correct group. We're basically 4 DPS going in there.
Oh shit, I don't even get dailies. What the fuck?
I think if Spartacus was in the group, he would have just fucking killed everything else.
Bro, I can't even get I just realized I can't get the dailies because of whatever reason.
Too low level?
Well, you gotta be 50?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Never mind then.
Alright, I'm abandoning the March of Sacrifice. Abandon.
I'm not even gonna waste grabbing an XP potion. I don't have any level 50.
Alright, she's giving me Frost Vault. That's another one I don't think we're gonna be able to do. Because it's new and I know nothing about it, and it's gonna be the same situation. Where it's really tough, you know? Well, at least it's good to see that you can't just walk through everything on normal without any trouble, right?
Yeah. Well.
Still in Gravel Nightmare?
I don't even think my sorcerer could have did that. To be honest. Just going by what I was seeing. What say it again? I'm not
still in Gratwood?
Yeah, you can travel to me if you want to come here.
Wait, he gonna be able to get it too? If he's not level 50?
No, I think you have to be level 50. Pretty sure.
Oh, he's testing his tank. See how much he can.
Alright, what are we doing, guys?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I probably could have switched my abilities, put on heals, right? One of you would have had to switch to some sort of tank, and we probably could have done it. But I don't have the time to do that. I do have some sort of sleep for tomorrow.
It's all good. I got it.
But we're gonna do 2 more, and they're gonna be really fast and really easy. I just can't remember what the fuck I had on this bar.
I have to go work on a 2K player pretty soon.
I guess it wasn't in the light.
Hey, for that thing, we all have to kill like a world boss or something, right? To get the, whatever reward they're gonna give us.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody was saying we needed to kill a world boss before a set time. I think that was yesterday.
Right.
I know I did.
I think I did. I'm not 100%.
Killed a dragon and a world boss just to be safe. I'm sorry. Well, I think I did too, right? Did I? No, I didn't. Did I? I don't know.
Alright, I'm manually going to die for us too. This will be quick.
Man, these other cars are no joke.
Why are you pissing the guards off? You think this is like a game?
Bro, what if you kill the Elden Root Garden in front of everybody?
No, son, you don't have to leave to do that.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
No,
They got
it's not.
infinite for some shit.
No, they can't be killed.
Couldn't they be killed before and then they changed it? Like in the beginning?
When the game very first came out on PC, they were able to be killed.
And why did they take that ability away?
Prevent player harassment. See, a long time ago, a person from the wrong faction can come over into your faction area and cause trouble.
But I mean, we can't really do anything but duel. We could come over and make noise and all the other crap over
No,
the
but they
mic.
would kill your vendors, you know, they would kill your fucking merchant, they would kill the banker, and then you couldn't use the banker or the merchant until they respawn. And there was like a lot of griefing over it, so they decided to make the guards fucking Uber. We can't compete. Don't believe anybody who tells you they kill the guard. It's bullshit. Can't happen. Never.
Yeah, now you can't do anything, so even without the guards, you still can't do anything. But kill NPCs, I mean, that's really the only thing the guards are really...
Yeah, but like I said, they used to purposely kill the NPCs that you need to use. So people would be like standing around waiting for him to come back. Then they try to access the bank, and the guy would just kill the banker again.
Ah, this is being trolls. Yeah, I mean, they could just turn it off.
Alright, travel to us, Ralph. Where are you?
Oh, you didn't tell me you guys are there!
I had left these speaking stones
One
behind
more.
to tell my tale.
Don't grab that quest without me. Oh yeah, I was soloing this on that.
I want a polymorph. That's what I want.
Yeah, I want the.
You didn't get one from that DLC? Oh no, you got something. Go into your mementos. You got. I know you got. Yeah, you got a cool memento in there, man. That shit's badass the motherfucker. Check it out. What it looks like. It's crazy looking.
I am Eberic Direfrost.
How do you get the polymorphs?
I want the one from that one place, the robot looking one.
I don't know. Everything comes from a different place.
Living heir of Direfrost Keep.
Alright, you ready?
The vast castle that my family funded through generations of wick heap has been abandoned for ages, sealed by unyielding frost.
Just go straight to the first boss.
Despite this, I hope to reclaim my ancestral home.
They're all chasing you, nightmare.
No fortune befall me.
Yes,
I have
they
left
are.
these speaking stones behind to tell my tale.
There must be a bunch of bitches.
I was hearing too that people were getting like a shit ton of fucking XP, or not XP, but a shit ton of like ultimate. So they were just popping Warhorn left and right inside of trials and dungeons.
Right. Exactly. Because the
Necromancer, yeah,
has a way to get you get ultimate from these corpses.
Yeah, every time I do that ability, right, the one I'm doing right now, the little feather stringy.
I don't know. No. Well,
yeah, the one.
There might be one that looks like that, but it's the one that's in the tank area, not the one in the DPS area.
Oh no, it's one where every time a corpse die, I get ultimate too. If I'm within range of it. What the fuck's going on?
Oh shoot. I'll do my skills. I put the healing, the shield ability in the wrong.
This is the dire frost flame I read about in Windhelm. Legend has it I can contact my ancestors if I light it. I'd like to know what happened
You going to bed as soon as you finish these 2 dungeons, Nightmare?
Yeah, I have to. I can't be too tired tomorrow. But I get up at 3 o'clock. It takes me 10 minutes to get home. I'll get home tomorrow, like, maybe 3:20. After I...
I'll be at work. I don't start 2 o'clock tomorrow. You still in New York, right?
Huh?
New York?
Who?
You.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a tobacco shop.
Traveled here for naught.
Yeah,
Step on the other side, please.
The crypt is locked. Probably opened by the pair of...
Oh, there's a way to skip this too.
me with no
So you can solo. You don't even have to go this way. You can just go to the other gate and just kill the boss through the gate. If you ever want to solo it.
Yet to explore the summit.
You're going to do that?
Yeah, I can't do it on this yet. I said block and solo it.
That was a lot of fucking necromancer abilities. Did you see that?
Hey, that lovely person that lovely person that ran away from the boss when I dropped my AoE. Thank you, you're awesome. Remove the boss and I dropped my ultimate.
Still worked out.
That's the only thing I hate about those ultimates that are stationary.
I feel like we all do the same rotation.
Yeah, the necro, there isn't a lot of room for a magic necro to be different. There really isn't. Other characters, you can use abilities from different trees. There's no real DPS abilities in the other trees. This character is specifically designed to be able to do all 3 things.
But hey, which ability pulls them towards you?
Oh yeah, hail tank, all that shit. Yeah, you're right.
Which ability pulls them towards you?
It's a bone armor. One of the morphs of the bone armor. I'll tell you where it is. It happens by itself too, so it's really cool. It's in Bone Tyrant. It's the second ability, not including the ultimate. Second active ability.
Do you have Stalking Blast Bones?
I think Blast Bones will morph to a stamina, so you have to have Stalking if you're gonna be magic.
I gotta do something with this shit. Oh yeah, like that.
You should not have seen the blade. The mischiefs will delight in a new slave.
At last, the throne of Isley.
I am myself again.
I am myself again. I wonder what these people look like who sound like this in this game. Like in real life. I always wondered about that. Like the guy from the Mages Guild, Shalador. What does that guy look like in real life? He's been in every single Elder Scrolls game.
You have to do the voice actor for him?
Yeah, what does the voice actor look like?
surprised that they actually pay people to voice act. Why don't they just use affecting employees and be like, hey, you're lucky that you're a part of this game voice acting. To be cheap, that's what I would do.
No. You do want people to do a good job, though, so...
Like
there's even like some type of protection union for voice actors too, so you can't just like not.
Well, like with Warframe, I don't know if you ever played Warframe, but like one of the chicks that part of the team company, she voice acts for one of the main characters in the game.
I hear what you are saying, but I think you misjudged the guy.
Yay, Bonegrave is rank 50. He just did something. So, are you getting more damage when you go into that, one?
Well, there's AoE damage with the morph that I took. So it's like, it's almost like the vampire ultimate with the bat. Similar to that. But it gives you a lot more health, and every light heavy attack gives you health back a lot, too.
Yeah.
You don't really get hurt anymore. I don't think it gives you defense, but it feels like it does. Let me see.
Your frozen soul will haunt this place forever.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. But that is actually strong on a tank. It scales off of health. So a tank, the AoE damage off of that would be really badass. The tank there, really high health tank there.
Bye, grave up or whatever it is. Ice.
This is not the end. Alright, let's see here. Next one is Democrat 2. Make sure you stay during the quest, like a traveler. Oh shit. Oh shit. Memories. You guys remember that dungeon?
That's just spindles? Where's that merchant?
I'll get right now.
Thank you, whoever put the merchant out. You're awesome.
You guys remember the dungeon called Crypto?
Alright, let me know when you're done, Nightmare.
On the way.
Yeah, bro, I love this game, bro. This is like my main game. Followed by Red Dead is my second game.
What level are you on Red Dead?
I don't know, like 60 something. I kind of stopped playing because when this came out with the new DLC, I completely housed on Red Dead.
So I kind of switch between the two. But until they come out with an additional update of more content, I'm gonna make this my primary game.
What's the quickest way? How much money do you have on that game?
I was doing the money glitches or money exploits. So I don't know. I think I got like a couple of thousand now.
What, are the money exploits still available?
Yep.
Every time
it's just like unlimited sale glitches, so you can get a carcass, duplicate it, and sell it over and over and over.
Are they on YouTube or?
Yeah.
Alright, talk about taking the shortcut, Harris. Make a buck for yourself. God damn. Don't birdie mode off that shit. You'll ruin the game if you do that. There'll be no progression.
Hey, nightmare.
Let me tell you my Dying Light experience. I got the game, I was looking forward to it, it was gonna be great. I swore to myself I wasn't gonna fucking play with any friends. Somebody in the guild swore to me he wasn't gonna ruin my gameplay, he wasn't gonna give me shit, I wasn't gonna ruin my gameplay. Motherfucker gave me a weapon, 2 weapons, and the whole game was easy sauce from doing that.
Wait, is everybody here?
Yeah, got it.
No, I just need some cash on that game, that's it.
Listen, you can't just do that for cash, and then you're never gonna do the normal thing ever again.
No, I just need some cash and some guns.
Listen, you sound like a general fucking gambler right now, alright? You're not gonna be able to handle it. You won't. You're gonna get the Bill Gates life, and you won't give it up. But it's a one-player game, right?
No, it's online.
Yeah, it's both online and single. It's the opposite of Grand Theft Auto. It's like the cowboy version of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but it wasn't online when it came out, though.
No. It came out, went online like 30 days after it came out or some shit. 35 days.
That's how most artists are.
But they're not doing very hot right now. They're not really doing any good content. It'll take time.
Look, I don't look at Red Dead Redemption as a sustainable game. It's like an experience, like Days Gone. You play it, and then it ends. You don't fucking play it forever.
It has the potential to be as good as big, if not bigger than GTA 5. It already has better graphics. But they have to get some content in that game. So, I mean, I'm gonna be patient. Just because it did so good with GTA, I don't think they're gonna let us down with Red Dead.
I think they're trying to balance it out. Don't you think? Red Dead ain't just...
No, they're giving so much. GTA gets hella content. It's still getting content to this day.
Yeah.
Both those games still aren't MMOs, though. They're drop-in, drop-out games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can always come back later and just...
Right. An MMO was like, you fucking live here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Carcass. I got you.
So using this is gonna make it easy for me to know Shimon. Yay!
Oh shit, you just reminded me. I gotta be able to do this flawlessly with this character. Flawless Conqueror. Later, not now.
Which ones were you duplicating, Ralph? The Buffalo? Oh, Cougar.
Paid the most.
Make sure
you're killing them with, you're killing them with the arrows or shooting them?
I shoot everything in the head, bro. I don't use no arrows.
Because you know how they have their like fields and all that?
Yeah, no, I use guns. I shoot every person and every animal in the head. I don't care if it's friendly or not. They get too close, I shoot on sight. There will be no survivors.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get like a couple thousand.
Yeah, you too, Jay Stone. Yeah, he has tons of money exploit thingies just waiting.
J-A-Y Stone?
No, J Stone. Just J, just the letter J, and then Stone.
Alright.
Why is nothing ever easy?
Join my nightmare. Now, do you see?
Do you see?
Do you see?
Guys, can't tell him yet. Come over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
now we've seen too much. We can't leave it. Okay.
It's not alive anymore.
Offside not die.
Heal me.
I'll take care of this myself.
Jackson Duvet, I give you mercy.
There's someone alive over here.
You know you've been doing this.
Alive over here. Take you get Gaku's Earl Bond.
Wait, search for what? Also? Is that a question? No.
Damn, guys. Hold on. Let's see if I make most of my money. Where's the bitch? Where's this? Sell if you want to sell.
Of course, my food runs out.
You need or you got?
No, I got it. I'm just using, or potions, I'm just using these fortifying meals for right now. Until my character hits champion level. Which, I'm a couple of ranks away, 8 ranks away. Gotta get some of those XP potions. Hey, what's gonna be the best spot? I kinda wanna go to Cold Harbor, but I gotta get somebody to fast travel there.
The best spot for what?
To get this character up the last, like, probably 7 levels. The quickest.
Spam run dungeons, but faster than we're doing it now. Through the group finder. It has to be through the group finder. But you just go boss to boss to boss. And you don't stop to fight the mobs. You're not doing that right now, but that's how you do it.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that tonight. For a second.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm not sure where the best place is. That place in Rockdar is really good, remember? That one place? Snowy place? On the left side of the map, west side of the map.
Hey, sorry, go ahead. You buy the fastest horse on Red Dead, or?
I bought the $100 edition, so I already had a horse. Yeah, I'm not spending $1,000 on no goddamn horse.
I had 7,000 crowns when I came back to the game. So I spent 5,000 on riding speed.
Oh yeah, I was doing that on my, spent like 2,000 on my horse. Or on my mount for this character. But no, the horse he was talking about was Red Dead.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he was talking about Red Dead.
Yeah.
But no, I did that. I spent 2,000 crowns. That's actually, it's 1,000, it's right, it's 1,000 for every 10, right?
Yeah, I guess it is.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with my crowns. I don't have enough, well, I got like enough to do another 10, but I'll figure, well, no, I might just put that on speed. Let's see, I'll save them, what I'm gonna do.
Hey, do they give good deals on crowns though? Nightmare?
They're not gonna do it anytime soon, but there's usually a sale that's like half the price. When after they steal everybody's money, then they do that.
Yeah, well, everybody just want to turn into these thingies. I feel like they should give us that form, like werewolf form, personally, but I guess that wouldn't be OP. We had all of those. Instead of 17 seconds, that's so stupid. We should just get it like werewolf form. You think that'd be OP, Nightmare?
What was that?
If you could, like the form when we turn into that Goliath thing, if we could use that like how Nightmare, how the werewolf is, and keep it as long as you could as a werewolf.
Wake up.
Wake up. Have to agree with
you think that'd be OP?
There's some serious magic here. This place.
Yeah, it would, because I just stay in that form the entire time in Maelstrom Arena.
You're still gonna get laid out by certain things. Maelstrom Arena is about strategy. There's no way
but I'm saying with
effective class to go in there to not like have a well, you don't have to do mechanics. It's just designed that.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean with like 50k health, you know what I'm saying? 50k, 60k health. It's gonna be a little bit harder to kill you.
Yeah. But remember, you could be getting your ultimate back really quickly as a necromancer. If you're using that other ability
I mean, offset it, they should just make it to where you don't gain ultimate while you're in that form.
Alright, stay turn your quest in.
Okay, Undaunted level 3. End it for him. I don't care, just kill that guy. Kill him!
That's what I did too.
Stab him in the face so it's a closed casket.
Alright, it is time for me to go to sleep.
You can sleep when you die!
Alright.
I get about 6 hours if I go to sleep now.
I will catch you guys later.
You got it, thank you.
I am going to work on my 2K player and get some Red Dead money.
Alright.
Would you like to hunt with me, Ron?
Enjoy your band.
Oh, no, I'm good, man. Look the dude up, J-Stone, J-S-T-O-N-E. Figure out whatever things you got to do, and do that and make that money if you want, or just do it normal like Nightmare said.
If it's multiplayer though, and that's where he's getting the extra money, then it might be worth it, but a single player game, I don't know.
Oh, they even have a gold glitch for single player too, where you can pretty much buy everything in the game. But you have to uninstall the updates first, do the glitch, then install all the updates.
He's live right now.
Yeah, he plays every night.
Who? Oh yeah.
Wait, why won't I let me travel to you? What the hell is going on?
Alright, I'll catch you later, Ruff.
Alright. Have a good night, you got.
Yeah.
Should I make level 40 gear, 42 gear for this character for training, or should I just keep the 22 Nightmare?
No, make, yeah. 22 is very low, unless you're gonna get run through shit.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna use this character just to farm. It's a 50, so you say make the level 40 gear?
If you're gonna be by yourself, yeah. If you're gonna go through dungeons with people, no, you don't need to. But
So should I just keep...
It'll make a difference.
Running? Should I just keep running normal dungeons?
Listen. It makes a big difference. Huge. You're gonna go up a lot of damage if you make the gear. You will. But the way that I ran dungeons, it would have been pointless if I was doing them with you through the random finder. Because we would have been flying through them too quick and there'd be no reason to make the gear. But I have to go offline, so I can't vouch for anyone else. Make sense?
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm finna go. I'm finna go make the gear right now.
Okay. If you're gonna be by yourself, meaning you don't have somebody like me, or Cash, or Spartacus, or even Puma, because he even has good gear. You might want to equip yourself better, you know?
Yeah, I am gonna do that right now.
Alright.
Alright, man. You have a good night, man. I'll be on every day.
Alright, I will see you tomorrow after I get off of work, after you get off, after you get home.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it'll be around the same time I got off. Yeah, you too, man.
And get this guild nice and active again, too, so there'll be plenty of things to do. And then we'll get some events going that aren't only just going to kill shit. Remember how we used to do that?
Yeah.
We'll get that stuff going, too, because that stuff is fun, too. You can't only just kill shit, you know what I'm saying? It takes its toll. There's gotta be something more. I mean, all these emotes, all this land, all these beautiful places to go. You can't just fucking do progression.
I was gonna tell you something too. You may wanna, if you get a chance to look into this. Do we have a guild hall?
I'm hoping Cash lets me use her house.
Cause what one of my guilds did was that they made they just made a character, right? And then they put a house on the character, however you want to do it. But they just took the Cold Harbor house, and we have all the crafting tables, all the Mundus stones, everything.
Yeah. There's 2 people I know someone who did that. That's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had to get collect the donations for everything first.
It's millions and millions and millions of gold, dude. Millions. It's fucking.
Yeah, but if you want to see how one of my guilds is set up, I can always send you some screenshots so you can kind of get some ideas of what
I know what you mean. I seen the one you're talking about. I think I was there. It's like
what, is it magic?
Yeah, it's a giant open, like, Cold Harbor place, and in the center there is just rows and rows and rows, almost like a sweatshop, right?
Yeah, it's like a fucking real rolls of shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's magic.
The craziest thing I've ever seen. I got a video of it on one of my streams. It's fucking crazy looking. There's another one too that's in a different house, and he has all of them too. That I just joined a guild called Misunderstanding. That person has.
Is the other guild you're in called Magic?
No, I'm not in the guild. I just visited Cash. And she happened to be there, so let me go there. Alright, I'll see you later, man. You too.